right. I hope it burn you up with fire. Fire. That's all. Who's it around? From Winston? Oh, we end up putting in the refrigerator? I remember drinking that much of it. No, I try to. They put in the refrigerator and get cold for me. No, they pay that to you. And I got one already on here, but put that one up for me, yeah. I ain't worried about it. Anything they gonna do me, I've done it anyway. I already go and get treatment for arsenic. Ain't that right? You keep living, boy. You gotta go through everything. Y'all don't, how many I had to go get? How many of y'all remember I used to get treatment for arsenic in my blood? I had to fight it all. Just go with the system, huh? So what? What? Wow. Y'all heard that? Chris say think he found a sailor. Say, Chris, I need to watch that home cooking. That's who'll do it to you. Goodness. Looking at her, can you tell that she look suspect, Chris? The white woman. The white woman don't be fixing you no food, do she? Yeah. You get it from the black side. So I eat from the white side. I know that, right. All right, everybody all right? Yes, sir. All right, good to see everybody. How we doing? All right, we got Josh's friend here today. No, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Why Josh sitting so far? Josh, you come sit over here. Yeah, some space. Yeah, you got some space over here. I ain't trying not to look too close. Come on, sit over here while I see you. So I see how the future look. Yeah, I got to see how the future look. Come on, look closer. Come on, look closer. They don't be trying to lean and hug or nothing. Good to see you, right? That's all right. He was talking about you coming down here. Good to see you. Isn't that right? Get to see you in person. I'm down from New Jersey, correct? Is that New Jersey? See, I know a little something. Yeah, I know a little something. That's all right. Look at him. Yeah. Got his beads on around his neck. He ready. Isn't that right? So, and got his mojo working. Let mojo handle it. Isn't that right? Got a joke in a wheelchair. Can't see Mojo. Told Mojo he want to walk. He said, what? He said, I want to walk. Mojo grabbed him out of that wheelchair, throw him on the ground. Why you throw him on the ground? He said, nigga, you got to crawl before you walk. Let Mojo handle it. Isn't that right? Jess, you had a friend too, didn't you? Did she die? No, I remember she was up in age. She still living? Boy, you don't know they living. What happened? Well, the immigration paper come through? Jesse said he's so far from underground, if he date an American woman, she still got her immigration paper. And all her shots. Isn't that right? Y'all all right? Y'all got your COVID shot yet? No, sir. I know that right. You're trying to kill over, go ahead and get it. You're trying to be a piece of magnet for somebody to throw, piece of brick, what is it, piece of metal, you can throw a magnet on you. Y'all saw they shot them people, they need to put the magnets on them? Yes, sir. For them shots? Man, please. Woo, I'm holding off from my shot. The more the rest of these people get these shots, the less I'm having to worry about COVID. Right. I'm telling you, the people getting the shot must have been the people carrying it. Yeah. They said 6,000 something people died in Kenya. Hell, little Kenya, I should know at least 4 of them. I don't know nobody died in Kenya. Not even no COVID. Maybe we bigger than what I thought. If 6,000 something, should you see the same people? I don't see nobody missing. How many of y'all live in Kenya? 6,000 something people dead. You should know somebody. I don't want to know them, but 6,000 something people died. You ought to know somebody. Isn't that right? Yeah. So you kind of chew like a mule. You ever been told that before? She chew long like a mule. You make smaller chew. A mule drop their mouth down the hole, then come back up and get on that human chew. You'll be all right, though. I'm going to do that, too, chew class 101. How many of y'all want to learn how to chew? All right, T, what you want to learn how to chew? Besides tobacco. Ain't that right? Yeah, she bad with that. Your chewing messed up. Oh, she made all that. Oh, my goodness. What you be doing? Some of that? Tad bit of that. We'll take a chew. Whoever want to learn how to chew? Kid, you want to learn how to chew? I'll teach you. We had a class. Come on. How many of y'all already know how to chew? Y'all the first people I want to work with, because that means you know too much. First thing you do is break the people down that think they know too much. You didn't have your hand up, did it? See, you teachable. So if some of these folks, they're not teachable. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Too to be here.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? Didn't have to do it, but it done. Hey, Dwayne, we get ready to start service. If you didn't go doodle, you need to come on in here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now go ahead. People behind the building. We're going to call the police. Get a nigga locked up. Isn't that right? Y'all all right? Yes, sir. What y'all think I have? I mean, man, we caught somebody on the wings on camera. Guy pulled right behind the little stand right there and took a shit. He was on camera, too. Little Chinese ass, too. Little old ass. Had fair behind on camera, like, what the world? He looking out the door. One about that, he stepped behind that wall. He looked around and dropped it. Wow. I tell you what, that joker had a turd hung up his ass about like that down. I'm trying to tell you. Woo, that thing must have hooked and curved over in his throat. It was, and he must have coughed and it dropped. Because it came out of his ass. I don't know, his Chinese body couldn't handle that long. So what I'm figuring is what he ate had dropped and it was hung like over in his throat, like it was hanging down and out, but it was right below his tongue. When you wouldn't have saw it, they see open his mouth and yawn real hard back. And once he had to mess around and he coughed, the arm popped down in and fell out his ass about that long, and it caught up like one of them snakes that be in one of them things, them Indian folk, and they playing that flute trying to get out of them. That's what might have happened. He might have went to one of them Indian restaurants and they played that flute, and that snake was trying to get out. That's all I can figure. I know that right. We try to get the police to come investigate it. So y'all want to say, take the evidence with you, even if you don't catch it. Just take it with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when you run into him. If you find a Chinese guy hopping around, skipping and all happy and shit, that's his. Because whoever did that, he should have felt a lot of relief. Sarah, you all right? Right, you gonna let your wife sit here and just lay it like that? I'm telling you, boy, you sit here at your own dinner table and let your wife sit here and treat you like a waiter. Y'all all right? I had to check, make sure everybody alive. It's good to be alive. Ain't that right? Y'all ought to be. True to be alive. I don't know about nobody, I'm glad to be alive. Ain't that right? Humpback, you glad to be alive, ain't it? I bet that little ass shirt ain't happy though. That joke walked past his shirt said, help me. His shirt told me, he said, I can't breathe. How his shirt holler for help? It supposed to be him. He told me, man, yeah, man, I wore this shirt, so I'm trying to be hot. Like, yeah, you wore that shirt, you must be burning the hell up. Ain't that right? You want to be hot. That thing tight, ain't it? Man, I like that shirt right there, that flavor. Man, what you doing? Shit, man, you must have ate some meat. Man, that's a meat shirt, man. Don't be telling, I know good well that man ate some meat. Man, wearing no shirt, that Baskin Robbins. Man ain't wearing no shirt like he eating no meat. CJ, you feeling better? Feel a little better? Can y'all tell you feeling a little better? You looking a little better? Y'all know why you feeling a little better, looking a little better? Tell them why you feeling a little better, CJ, and looking a little better. Say it louder. That's what I'm talking about. Give him some. That's the only way you're going to make it. I told them, fella, then I tell you what to do. I been telling y'all folks, man, that vegetable stuff all right, but you can't live off that shit, man. Man, ain't trying so much grass I can eat, man. I eat something like that and all that. You gotta have some meat. Meat gonna help, it gonna protein you. It's stuff in meat you just can't get all of it from vegetables. You get people eat vegetables. I'm telling you what you had to want to do when you do a lot of vegetables. You had to want to over salting it. Very few people just eat it like it is, don't put nothing on. They'll say, well, I put my, they'll make them some oil because you lose the substitute of meat, or because you're trying to substitute for meat, you typically gonna over salt. You're gonna put so many seasonings and stuff to it, and you'll realize even your seasonings gonna have salt. Because you're trying to make up for a taste. Meat just got flavor. You know what I'm saying? And meat it's a protein you get from that meat. Look at CJ. Why you looking alive, boy? Yeah. Damn, but you were withering up Wednesday night. Yeah. Shit. I started to go get one of the little Ziploc bag and write raisin net on that thing. But he was withering up bad over there. But you looking, that's all right now. I don't talk about shit, tell boy. Hamburger, but you be straight. You be doing cartwheel. As long as I can help it, I ain't getting up no meat. As long as I can help it, but I'm gonna try to eat that thing all the way to the grave. I mean, ain't that wrong with y'all want to do it? Shakira was out there on that vegetable thing and about damn near pass out. She working out. pulled it to the man. That's it. You wind up, you got to touch your meat. You bad. That's what I'm trying to tell. I tell you, listen, man, I had to pull her back. Tell her what she was doing good. When I seen her with that 2-pound weight, she started struggling. She picked up and she fell over. I said, I know what's wrong with you. A little meat. I said, get a little meat in your life. Put a little meat in your life. Well, I got that little meat in there. Look at that. I'm trying that thing bring you back. I know everybody does, man. You eat fish though, don't it? Shit, ain't enough chicken and fish, man. You got to get you something else. That fish good. I'm just being honest with you. Listen, man, you take that fish and die. Shit, ain't no chicken in that thing, man. You don't need you some chicken. Every nigga need chicken. That is. That's like the sacred meat of nigga. Here it is. Chicken just changed your life. When you bite into a nice, fresh, hot piece of chicken, whew, you like new nigga. When it right and it crunch, back when you were cooking and crisp go and that little grease inside your mouth. Oh, damn. What chicken is universal. You know, it's universal. You sound with chicken, it's what you can fry it, you can grill it, you can bake it, you can broil it. You make chicken soup, chicken noodle. Isn't that right? Shit, you get somebody finna break out a fight, you run. Shit, you can chicken out. See, there's a lot you can do with chicken. I'm just being honest, isn't that right? Man, chicken a part of you. Had them brother be masturbating, choke the chicken. Chicken is a part of a nigga. I'm just being honest, chicken all in you. You just don't know it. Now, I ain't encouraging that. I want you to stop it. Isn't that right? Don't abuse your chicken. Chicken is just a way of life. How many of y'all don't like chicken? That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Who is that raising their hand back now? You don't like chicken? What's wrong with chicken? Come and tell why I don't like you. Go ahead. Why you don't like chicken? I'll fight a kid. You think I'm scared? How old are you? 9? Well, I'll fight you. I know a Chinese guy, if you had a bike and drop it. Nah, I want to bring it. I don't know what I'm I forgot where I was. Nah. Man, around go throw that bike and the other, hey, he did it. No. Nah. But I'm going to say this. I ain't encouraging no violence, but if your kids don't eat chicken, beat them. Not hard. I mean, for about 2 seconds, 5 minutes, 30, whatever it take to get them right. You want chicken. He don't eat chicken, though. He don't like he eat it. That's what I'm talking about. You'll be all right. Let me tell you something. Your ass growing up on pig feet at Henry Greater House. You be glad to see some chicken. You ever ate pig feet? Pigtail? You ain't ate no pigtail? Pig heel? You ain't got to like you had something before you came to service. Go and tell him. Look at it. He's trying to hold it in. He might be guilty. How many of y'all ate some pig foot? How many of y'all ate some pig foot before you came to service? No. What you did now? I just saw you do like that. It's like he been busting, ain't you? You said, I had to pay me. All right, we see what's going on around here. How many of y'all ain't never ate no pork? Sit by all these kids. That's good. That's good. I just said it for a record, though. Y'all sure ain't better than us. I just want to put that on the record. You ain't better, you know, that's beautiful. Boy, y'all been good. Man, we could have been like that. Ray, you never eat no pork? We had pork. When you start eating pork? Last week? You said last week? Huh? When you found out, yesterday. He said, once I got a text this morning, he said, Damon Jones, I don't know what we supposed to be eating. And then my humpback said about that basket. He said, man, he been gone. He said, I don't know what basket it went. That man ain't paid his tithe in almost 6 years. Come on, man. You can't use that hump. Y'all all right? You ever ate pork? That's tight. You were born right here, wasn't you? Down like, look at him. Saying pork big though for Puerto Ricans, ain't it? That's like it's like a national meat. I mean, pork is big for Puerto Rican, right, Sandy? You can bust Jess out. I know it. He gonna try to, don't Puerto Rican eat a lot of pork? Pork, Puerto Rican, it's the same thing. Pork don't know, Puerto Rican come from pork. Then you Puerto Ricans don't eat pork. I'm gonna tell you, I got somebody white. You Puerto Rican, ain't it? Oh, you Puerto, what are you? I'm sorry. Who's Salvador? El Salvadorian. Okay, but you don't use the El, so you said Salvadorian. But they call the country El Salvador. So do El Salvadorians and Puerto Ricans get along? Okay, El Salvadorians and Mexicans get along? Who y'all don't get along with? Who? Okay, the Honduran. I'm trying to think of Honduran. Oh, right next, y'all don't get, yeah, Honduras. Yeah, I'm thinking about Honduras, the country, Hondurans or what you call it. So I'm trying to remember what the name for the country we call about. Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of people don't get along though, right? Some countries don't get along. Dominican Republic don't get along. No, they don't about them. They don't get along with Haitians. They hate Haitians. So y'all get along with Dominican Republican? Yeah, got to, especially y'all out in the crowd, because it's in public. You know what I'm saying? Public, y'all got it. Yeah. You got Uncle Ted? You doing all right today? He look violent. Don't Uncle Ted look violent, y'all? How many of y'all want to make it in the mail? Cool. Uncle Ted's a lot of folks. Even he say he look violent. Yeah, that's a lot of, that's good to hear though. That's pretty. You nice looking too. That's all right. Ease on the eyes. You don't hurt. Some folks, shit, you had to squint up when you look at them. Whew, they be rough. That's all right. What you think? She ease on the eyes? What you think about it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man. Is your heart pumping? You're a little nervous? You ain't nervous. You nervous? Oh, she calm too. That's all right. You know what's a good Salvadorian meal for him? What you know how to cook? We need to know about it, because John won't know. He be nosy. What's it? Rice, beans, chicken. Oh, shit. She said all the nigga stuff. What about collard greens? You know how to cook collard greens? You put pork in there, ham hock? You know about, if you had to, you know how to cook it with pork just in case? You don't know how to cook? We'll work with you. Just in case. Put that turkey wing in there or something. Turkey wing, that's something. That's good answer. We ride with that. That's all right. That's all right now. That's all right. That's all right, ain't it? Hold on. You got any Salvadorian friends? You got any Salvadorian friends? Puerto Rican mineral. Black friends. You got anybody for him? You know about 72, 62? Everybody married. You don't know nobody like their husband about to pass any day or something like that? Like holding on by a thread. I see you. It's got to hold on. As we put a hit in on them or something. You don't know about need like a sniper. I mean, you don't know if y'all don't ask. We're just trying to make sure. Also, excuse the members. Some of them, I'm working on them, trying to work on their behavior, like how to be like to themselves, be quiet, trying to be. I'm working with them on how to try to do that. How many of y'all need my help? Don't start no shit. How many of y'all trying to make it in? That's why they here. They folk don't need help. I'm trying to teach them start other folk business. Not I teach them too, don't be, and if they come asking all them questions, just say no them. You don't have to answer their question. That's how I do it. One thing I tell you, I start a folk business. You good, Lenina? Hop over, beat her. That what you doing? Y'all doing all right? Tell that's your aunt. Hey, auntie. You ain't came and greeted. I know you been here just sound. You been getting out the door. You ain't spoke to me. You don't think I remember? Damn, she done got tall too, ain't she? That's a hey, auntie. You thought I wasn't gonna see you? Good to see you, auntie. That's all right, good. Now, how old are you now, sweetie? 14. Why she getting old? Taylor, you 15, 14, 15, 16, 18, 15. Taylor getting old. That's something else, boy, when your aunt got to call you Mrs. Taylor's so old, isn't that right? That's all right. Well, that was good to see you, isn't that right? How old are you? When your aunt got to call you Mrs. Isn't that right? Y'all tell you, when I go on the road, I'm going to take that, so act like y'all ain't never heard it. When I come on BET. It's still a nigga channel. Nigga don't own it, it's just a nigga channel. I ain't gonna go on now. Let me know, do you watch, sometimes I might make a funny, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on the road with it. So you wanna be looking out for me, I probably on Telemundo. Are you familiar with that? You know, I thought I should learn something, try something. What channel you watch? Well, I'm probably gonna do it on radio. You listen to radio? What channel you listen to? Oh, Oh, yeah, my radio? Yeah, listen to me. I'm going to be on that show, my radio. I'm going to be on that. I'm going to take you with me. So I run out of jokes. I just bring you out there. I think of something. When you're a comedian, you got to be able to think on your feet. Who want to travel with me when I go on the road to tell a joke? Some of y'all ain't going to be able to go, I'm going to tell you ain't got no gas money. You can tell people who going to be riding shit for free. How many of y'all going to be able to chip in on the gas that's going? I'm talking about like, damn, man, I lost my wife. You can just go ahead and front that. 4 hands just dropping. That bad. How much you got on it, Alex? How much? What do you got? What you got? Stranger danger. Ain't no tell me that time for you to pay for the gas. If I'm a stranger, you should have been in the car. How you gonna pour that joint in time to pay for the gas? Talking about stranger danger. You're supposed to do that before you get in the car. Oh, you got 300 on it? $302. Woo. Well, go and break it out now. Let act like we going somewhere. Let me get it. All right. I don't know what I'm doing to these people. That's all right. I move on. Y'all out the chain. I got to keep my eyes on y'all. With 2 to be here, we're going to try to get ready to move on and see what does say Mr. Yahuwah. Our whole goal being here, though, make sure we get it right. Yes, sir. That's the only thing we need to focus ourselves on first and foremost. Everything else, Mr. Yahuwah, the man upstairs, going to fix it for us. Believe me, without any delay, without any hesitation, I'm convinced that this is just our suffering we got to deal with until Mr. Yahuwah see fit to say he's going to translate the minds of our people to become conscious. Right now ain't the time. It just ain't the time. People comfortable with their condition. You got to leave people there until they're ready to make changes. That's just being honest with you. Listen, I done fought this fight for a long time of trying to convince our people better. You know, I fought the fight and led the way on trying to come in and regulate our minds and get us back over to the mind, try to get us to see that Jesus Christ ain't been a help to us, Jesus Christ been a hurt to us. They only use that as a form of domination to entrap people, to take away their liberties. And you hope that, hope not from that definition, but your expectation is when people would see the truth, that people that know the truth and walk in it. What we're teaching and what we're saying is not something hard for people to comprehend. It's just a matter on how much are you in love with what you've been doing. Because what we teach and what we explain to people, I mean, anybody can follow it and see it and hear it if you're honest. You know, the whole thing coming on people to claim they're honest, people not honest. People are honest up to it doesn't cause me any stress. It doesn't cause me to become uncomfortable. It doesn't cause me to have to change my lifestyle. I don't have to break communication or relationship with nobody. I'm good. But when you have to really sit down and reassess everything you've been doing, and that's been your whole way of life for as long as you've known, people just walk away. This ain't for everybody. People, even that watch, they'll watch because it entertains to a point. They're not being pushed to a point where I have to stop what I'm doing. They can enjoy what I say and what I do up to a point. They can tolerate what I say up until a point. But when it comes down to you got to look at that second wife or that husband, or if it's your first husband or first wife, and you got to break away. If it's a job, if it's a home, if it's an activity, if it's a behavior, that's when people sit down and realize, he ain't my pastor. That's just being honest. Everybody not actually 100% with it. People that's here and take on the immersion, what they call the water baptism, it's a condition you got to take on. That's just like when people join the military or people join elite squads in the military. Everybody sign up, but everybody ain't going to pass it. Because the whole thing is to push to see how far you're willing to go. Because when you get out here in the real trenches and the crunches, that's when it's going to take you to be able to go further than that you feel you can humanly do. A lot of us don't know what our abilities are if you haven't been pushed and been tested. That's just being honest. You put people through strenuous exercise, strenuous tests, so you can see what they can actually tolerate. Can you still keep enough mental clarity to get yourself through what you're going through? A lot of people can't. A lot of people keep reverting back to what you've done all your life. I used to be a quitter. That's being honest. It's easy. You quit. It don't do nothing. Something piss you off, something you don't like, quit. Stop it. Don't worry about it. Don't push. Because it's not something you want to do. When it comes out of this, I can't walk away from this. That's right. That's just being honest. I can't walk away. This is my life. That's right. That's being honest. This has become emboldened and had to be a real part of your life. If it don't, you wasting your time. Yes, sir. People holding on to things that ain't got no future to it. People looking in the sun, you ain't got no future with it. The first thing you got to make sure you get solidarity with and you really establish a relationship with is you and your Creator.
Yes, sir.
If this is what you're going to believe, you got to. That's the first. When you come here, you can come with a wife, you can come with a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, a husband, your kids, whatever. But when you sat down, this is for you individually.
That's right. That's right.
This is something you have to hear for yourself, and you got to make a judgment call of which way you're going. You know, that's been on how far are you willing to go in order to achieve what it is you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Sometimes people look and say, I'm trying to see what's going to be best for my whole family. The best thing for your whole family is for you to get right.
Yeah.
Even ain't with your family. The best thing for you to do when you sit here is to make sure you're right.
That's right.
Y'all got it. And now your family got something that you set a precedent for they can follow.
That's right.
But if you ain't right and you trying to get other folk to get right and they ain't right and they don't want to get right, they'll wind up pulling you out.
Yep.
That's just being honest. You don't need nothing gonna pull you out. You need something gonna keep you going.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Y'all hear me? Anything you align yourself with, it gotta be somebody, we gotta be like minded. That's it. You ain't got somebody like mine. I gotta find you, look for you. You can't follow instructions. You can't follow direction. You're incompetent. It ain't gonna work. All you gonna do is pull them. They're gonna be a drag and a tear. Because I'm constantly worried about you, trying to check in you, trying to make sure you keep going, trying to make sure you can follow. And the whole thing, you wind up pulling me out. That's just being honest. My wife tell I got a lot of time in with mine, so I do stuff a little different than some people do. And I know it be, you know, people kind of look at what they want to do. But I tell you what, I can take a lot more than what other folk can take. I can stand for my decisions on what I do because I got a reason behind it. Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
That's just being honest with you now. Everybody, I tell people, you don't want to do everything I do now. I take some large chances. I take large chances. But it's large chances in a lot of people's eyes because people value a lot of this other stuff more than they do their salvation. See, the largest move I ever made, the biggest investment I ever made, and it's going to cost me everything, was coming over their way to get my soul saved.
Yeah.
Now, when I came over, I heard about the man Jesus Christ. I heard he was a savior and a healer. That's why I came to him, because I was sick. I wanted to get healed. That's why I came to him. Because I heard that's what he do. He specialized. They used to say, God specializes. Don't worry about it. They used to say they specialize. So I can't end the remember that. That's what they used to say. They say it's special. So I came to see a specialist. Sometimes you'll go to a regular doctor, and a regular doctor might examine you, and he might say, you know what? I'm gonna give you a referral. The referral will see to somebody who has a more expertise in what he feel like he can't figure out. So I couldn't figure it out. None of my friends could figure it out. So I came to a specialist.
Right.
And my law, which is my heart, I was honest in my mind because I wanted to get right. I want to get to somebody who can help me.
That's right.
And I came and I served as honest as anybody. I was the one that, go back to I was one of the biggest proponent for Jesus. I was a defender of it. Against any Muslim, anybody came, any Hebrew got to change the walk. We changed the name of the movement, the whole night. Listen, bought a pool for those that weren't here at the time. We bought a pool and put it on the side of the building, and we immersed everybody on the side of the building. Who out here when we did that? I remember that down. Fill up a pool, bought a pool, set on the side out here, and started taking folk down in the pool on the outside of the building. We did it twice. We did it Millstead too, isn't that right? When you Yeshua and come back and say one day, folks, that man just moving. That man just moving. I gotta make sure I'm right.
Right.
And sometimes you'll get pushed and get teared to see, are you honest what you're doing?
Right.
See, some people, they move to a point and where they at, that's where they gonna stay. I don't wanna stay where I'm at. I wanna keep growing.
That's right.
Even the book told me to grow in con, which is great. He said, and in what? That's gonna be my own. I'm looking and my perception there, I can see these people ain't put us in nothing. You know, to sit down and look at the stuff that we bring up, it's so elementary and so simple. And you have to ask yourself, how did these people go to school, matriculate into college, get degree and doctorate degree, come out speaking some, throwing Greek vernacular on you, which ain't shit. But it's so impressive, simple. Everything impresses you when you don't know. But here we are, we put the information on the board so you can, I ain't just shooting at my, let's pull it up and see it. Pull a video, let them see it. So we ain't just throwing something, pulling something out of our ass and telling people. And you can sit here and clearly see that what you're following doesn't even have a date long enough to even substantiate itself to be a truth. And they'll still stay with it. Tony Smith gone. Tony Smith done lost it. Man, he done cursed the Lord. I don't know what you're talking about. That's your shit.
That's right.
Your master gave to, and oppressed, he oppressed everyone in these South American countries. That's what he leaned with. He leaned with some juju beads and some lies.
Yep.
You didn't find nobody in South. Are you originally from El Salvador? Over there, they're big on Mary, aren't they correct? Worship and praying to her, that's it, Catholicism. That's a form of their slave. That's the slave mark. Like when they take animals and they put the little mark on, niggas in America ain't no better. They say they stupid. They pray to Mary. I pray to Jesus. One of them praying to a cock baby, and the other one praying to a white woman. Isn't that right? Two of them oppressed us. We serve their kid, and then women lie on us. I'm just being honest with you. And these are real conversations that people need to have. You know, the worst thing about religion is the fact you just being pressed into something, and you don't really understand it. You really don't even understand what you're doing. You can't question it because now you're questioning your belief. I need to know what I believe. I need to be able to know that it actually has an origination to it, that there is a purpose to why I'm serving. Well, you just got to go and trust God. That's the foolishness they told us. That's how your black ass wound up over here. Trusting God, the white man. So now we're sitting down and we'll question and look at how do we even get into this mess. Isn't that right? It's time to go back and look at how did we get here. It's time to go back and reinvestigate. There's a creator, and we believe that. We believe that he has a name, he has titling, and he has a purpose. And what he's told us, we'll find to come to pass. He's right. Everything he talking about, it's going to be earthquakes and dire places. You tell me in 1600s and back when he fought the 1400s, that they knew it was going to be earthquakes and dire places? That they know all these pests were going to come on and disease? Mr. Yahuwah making it come to pass just like he told us. These people wrote a book before it happened and told you that we were going to be in ships and that we were going to be sold. Didn't he tell us that? He said we were going to want it to be day and then we were going to want it to be night. And when it was night, we wanted day. When it was day, we wanted night. He told us that our life was going to hang in doubt. Didn't he tell it to us? He told us we were going to be on ships. You go find them white folk that they got sitting on there in Israel, and I call it Israel because they're there. I don't respect the place until they get out of it.
That's right.
These folks ain't got out in no ship. Them crackers flew over there.
Right.
They didn't leave there in no ship.
That's right.
They asked them, but they were never there. This their first arrival when they got there.
That's right.
Don't even make common sense. They're the first arrival. They'll sit here and they play this, and our people haven't been taught no better. Now they come along and tell you, Tony Smith crazy. Look at me using them words. Guess what I ain't doing? I ain't fornicating.
Come on, right?
I ain't drinking no liquor. I ain't committing no adultery. No woman nowhere. No kid. No child molesting. No back or tour. No whiskey drink. No midnight rambling.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna be sitting around telling no lies. Isn't that right? I still believe in living clean.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I know how to conduct myself and carry myself. Isn't that right? Shit, ain't about no role model. I'm it. Isn't that right? I'm the model. I ain't rolling nowhere. I'm walking.
Yes, sir.
I'll do just like Abraham did. He walked the height and the length of it.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? I'm trying to get our people to establish something for themselves. But I know I learned after last night and the time it been taking. Listen, I done call folk, text folk. I put please out, crying out to these people. These people not trying to do nothing. Y'all ain't gonna kill me trying to keep out here. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna liberate my damn self.
That's right. That's right.
I do just like Kellogg did. When he told him, I ain't said Kellogg either. Caleb told him he was gonna go up. He said he gonna go up by himself. Yahuwah be with. If he delight himself with me, I'm well able to fight these crackers by my damn self.
That's right.
That's what he told him. He told him that Mushah had told him. He said, well, 40 years old when Mushah promised it to him, when he sharpened it to him. He said, nay, well, 80-something years, he said, I'm as strong this day as I was when he told me.
That's right.
And now he didn't want nobody to go. He said, Yahuwah delight in me. He said, I'll be well able to drive them out.
Yes, sir.
Drove giants out the land. These white folks ain't no more than what y'all done sit here and make them.
That's right.
Floyd Mayweather done went and put another notch on the white boy belt. That ain't helping. Now one I'm gonna want to fight one other. I stay with Floyd. I guarantee that ain't Floyd Mayweather. You ain't gonna make it no 8 round. I guarantee you don't make no 8 round. I'll bite the shit out of him. Should never even come in here and play. I don't play like that with them phone. You don't play like that. Like one of the little kids, come on, play, I'm finna fight you. I'm gonna hurt you. God teach you. You don't go nobody grown. They can teach that. You don't play with grown folk. People talk that, man, I'm a professional boxer, man. You don't play with me on no YouTube. Walk right now. Before they run the red, I'll knock his ass out. They said, what happened? I said, shit, man, that's how I play. I'm a professional. I ain't got time to play with him. Ain't no rules out here. This going to end this now. We ain't got no judge now. Go on and end this now. All he did was made a mess. I know he made some money, and he ought to feel good about himself. You got some money white folk can take. Y'all know that white boy who walked in there with him? That white boy there standing to make more. At Florida, he made $20 million walking straight from YouTube. White folks, man, now hold on. Now, what about endorsements? What about advertisement he gonna make money from? What about the fact he made money from? You never fought a professional fight in your life. You don't walk to him fought with a professional fight, one of the best that ever did it, and lasted 8 rounds. How much y'all think that worth? The 20 million chump change what he gonna make for a lifetime. Not many other people want to fight him now. He can call out anybody he wants to say, you can't knock him out in 8 rounds. Put your money up if you can. And even they knock him out, he like, shit, how much money am I make from that? See that white folks, every time, listen to him. When you're great, they make money off of you, and when you're going down far, they make money off of you. When you don't get smart, first of all, I wouldn't even entertain them. That's right. No other real professional. You think Mike Tyson would entertain somebody on YouTube? YouTube, but I don't even watch YouTube. That's how you play. I don't even watch YouTube. Well, he's on YouTube, so I'll never know about it. So he need to be a professional fighter so he can get in here and fight, man. Make it come through the ring. Go get your amateur paper. Go get your paperwork. Then come see me. What the hell I'm fighting somebody off YouTube for? That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know, our people don't think, because let me tell you what happened. And this is what I fought, the people around them. See, a lot of times the people you surround yourself with will hurt you. Because everybody's so money hungry, they don't make you think. You know what? Floyd don't even realize he lost something with people. People that really admired him and looked up to him, he lost something with him. He lost the respect of professional fighter. Look at, you just brought somebody out from damn YouTube in here, and you just put him in our arena. And now these damn folk thinking, anyone I'm thinking, hell, I could fight them. They can't knock me, I can knock their ass out. You got a line of folk, people teach them, you don't jump in this arena. These people, these are professionals. These people can't fight on the street because they're trained, they're licensed, they could kill you. They could seriously injure you. Somebody from damn YouTube fight like a damn shish kebab, stiff ass. That shit look ridiculous. And you let that man stand in ring 8 rings, 8 rounds? Shit. I'll fight his ass. He ain't getting no 8 rounds. I ain't got 8 rounds in him. I got to kick your ass in 2. No referee, none of that shit. We just come out and just do it. I'm gonna dive in his ass like a bucket of water. Throw a bucket of water, that shit coming from every way. That Joe think I'm a ninja star coming in his ass. You gotta end that stuff. You can't have these folk doing that. Let me tell you something. Only these white folk try now is because they go pick on the small little one. Only time they mess with the big black one, it's gonna be a bunch of them. No white boy is not finna rub on no black man by himself. They gonna get help to do that shit. Even with his gun, he not gonna take no chance of that nigga slipping and knocking his ass out and taking his gun and shooting with it. They never do it. They all gonna get some help to do it. Don't ever fool yourself. They don't do it. And that because they done jumped on so many little ones and did that stuff, they done built themselves up and think we could do it to all of them. I fought us for that. So like the people that sat back and watched that man put his knee on George Floyd's neck, they should have made a citizen arrest. Even, you know, other police said, no, you can't do that. Why you help? Let me see something. If I see a civilian, a human being, hypothetically, Kennedy and Justin jumping on you, beating you, and I decide to jump in and I stop out to defend you, I'm going to go to jail for that. They're jumping on her, beating her. They're going to arrest me for that. No, why? Because I stopped a human being from being injured and hurt. I don't give a damn he got a badge on. What's wrong with our ass? We say, you still ain't stopped. What did your argument reprove? Did it make him stop? No. It only intensified. Because he felt like his badge, their system, gave him the right. But I done told y'all what to do. I ain't got to say that no more. We the fault. George Floyd family should have sued the whole black nation. That's how we'll learn. It need to cost us something. Human being, you said and you watch. I wouldn't watch no black man sit around and just kill a white man and do no shit like that. Right. That's crazy as hell. For what? What did he do? He molested a kid. Shit, I got a knee on his ass too now. Yeah. Where you proof at? I asked that he did. Where you proof? You know, because I'm human, you know what I'm saying? But you got proof, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. But you talking about, you sit around here and you let shit like this happen, and what do we think we doing? Who do we think we are? Scared people. Scared people. That's why they keep doing it. They don't do it to people ain't scared of them. They don't do it to people that got power behind them they could do something. That's why they signed legislating a bill for them Chinese. 5 Chinese people showed up, 5 of Bruce Lee's cousins were on video getting slapped. And what happened? Bill, laws changed. People start marching, coming out for him. Nobody doing that for you, nigga. All them white folk marching with you, real pretty. They ain't getting no bill signed.
That's right.
A lot of that stuff, celebrity time. Camera come. So hold on, we got some, okay, Simon here. They say, we're here because these poor niggers are getting their asses whipped. You need some laws, legislation change.
Right.
Y'all don't know how to get no laws, legislation change. So you don't know how to do no law, legislation. I don't want to talk about that no more. You know, from that. I got to move on from that, so just let y'all have it. Everybody, I tell everybody here, you take care of yourself. That's how folks say you leave. You when folks leave, you say, all right, now, take care of yourself. That's the best way to do it. Everybody just take care of themselves. You got to know what you can handle. Y'all know, I'm being honest. You have to be good with what you can handle and what you can take. I can't take it. Most of the time, I need all my grandkids. I need all my kids. I don't want to see them take mine. Because I ain't strong enough. I'm not strong enough to sit around and pray to white Jesus. I'm not strong enough to wait on mirror to do nothing. And I damn sure ain't got time no nigga to go get no signs and no damn cue cards to come up, read, and try to tell these folks about, can we all just get along? The getting along shit is over with if mine get hit. Mine get grabbed, mine get taken, mine get shot in the arm. Ain't no time for them getting along. It's time to end it.
That's right. That's right.
That's just saying. Gotta be a one-man show. Y'all remember, they don't know. I remember guys, you ever seen Joker come out? Joker got the what that harmonica? What that not harmonica? What that thing is? The accordion. Then got some cymbals on his leg. Got some more shit on his arms. The other shit on his hat. One man band. That's me. That's how you gotta do it. Everybody that's a been shop. I tell you about, man, you just take care of yourself. Whatever you gotta do for you. You be comfortable the way you are and whatever fits you. That's what you gotta do. It ain't for everybody. I just been it ain't for everybody. Do what work for you. I tell people that with religion. Nobody on YouTube, none of these people nowhere on no street can tell you they don't see me trying to recruit them. People got to do what work for them. What I teach and preach, I ain't trying to force it on nobody. You got to sound and use your common sense when you're being taught. You can read, you can write. I put on the board and I explain it. It ain't hard to see what I said don't line up with what you're reading. Then you have the option to disregard that. But if you're reading and what I'm saying is the same exact thing, and that's what you believe, you should have been lined up with it. It made no sense to keep procrastinating. You know how it's going to end. It never has ended good for you, has it? Life don't have no good end for you. Happy ending belong to white people.
That's right.
There's no happy ending to being a nigga. It's just not. That's why people don't associate themselves with you people. Because there's no happy ending. You're not proactive. You're not right bright. It's just being honest, it's just not bright people. I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about us as a nation. All our smart people that have made it through colleges and universities and matriculated in this education shit, they're on their side. They're the defenders of the system. They're believers of the system. And what we got to do is come 2022, we got to get as many of us as we can register. Shit, you already registered. That's how they shooting your ass.
Right.
You already know how many of it is again. They got your birth certificate. But your life has to be valuable to you. No other nation I know will sit around and allow the stuff happen to them that you let happen to you. You read a book that's more, it's choreographer, design, orchestrated to you. And you too dumb to see it. When you read it, all you see is white people. Every name I call, don't you lie. You know what color you see them people? They're white. That shows you how dangerous their washing is and what they've done to you and you interacting with them. You can't see yourself being none of them people. What that man looking around? What did he look around? Walking around with some dread, with a beard and his naughty. Huh? His hair would be nice, pretty white skin with his blue eyes and his long, silky, smooth beard. His long, pretty blonde with little spritz, a little brown in his hair. That looks normal. And the other cute white disciples coming behind him with their pretty black manicured beards. You know you don't see yourself in that book. I don't know how you read it. See, everything I'm telling you that you need to know, you have to be able to picture it. Our first form of communication was pictogram.
Yeah.
Because a picture, and they'll even say it, says 1,000 words. Seeing, they'll tell you is what? Why you think white people didn't let you see yourself in that book? Because seeing is believing. And if you saw yourself, don't you know these people would never draw themselves or write about themselves and draw themselves descriptively on a white rock? Because the people weren't white. So you would use a stone that would be more comprehensive toward or dedicated toward them. So it's something they can actually fathom, they can actually comprehend, they can actually understand that, they can actually visualize that. But you don't do that. You see it the way he giving you, don't even question it. That's how bad the psyche of the program is he giving you. See, most of your hurt is you've been educated by him. And now I got to come back and I got to fight through all of the rhetoric that he's giving you. And now I have to be the bad guy. I know what you're saying. Go ahead. You can hate me. I'm the bad guy. Look at you. That's what they said about Tunnel Man when he cut the food. Why, huh? I'm the bad guy. He look at all of you. The same people sitting there here, look at, they rotting their damn self. Yep. They kill people on pen and paper. Yep. They kill people in prison systems that they have. They pass bad judgment and verdicts on people. And you look at the person on the street with a gun. These people that sit and run this system are as dangerous as anybody on this street with drugs.
That's true. That's right.
They'll pass a bill that'll take down more people than that one. How many people can one man with a gun kill? How many people can they kill with a bill? See, they don't think about that. It's bills that's dangerous to you, nigga. It's bills, it's legislation they sign that hurt you more than anything. Pass a legislation, 3 strikes and you out. Give a nigga 3 bullets in a gun. How many people can he kill? 3. Unless that bullet slipped through one of them skinny, paper-thin people and hit somebody accidentally. They sign 1 bill. How many people you think die in prison behind that three strikes and you out?
That's right. That's right.
Crack cocaine get more penalty than white people that got powder cocaine.
Right.
How many people you kill with that law? Oh, let's talk about the nigga in the neighborhood. Nigga selling drugs to his own people. None of these niggas with this sorry ass conversation talk about who makes the drug, Uncle Tim.
That's right.
What nigga do you know manufactures drugs? Right. Drugs are imported to niggas.
That's right.
Niggas take drugs and cooks up drugs and make crack cocaine. There is no nigga that manufactures cocaine,
right.
Which means he takes the plant.
Right.
When you ever see these black lawmakers come out and talk about this? Anybody critical, the black people, when you ever heard them talk about them? They're going to talk about the last nigga on the pole. Let's talk about the people that got the pole started.
Right.
Wasting my time. All right, I got to move on. Carry on. Come on. Get ready to move on. We'll get ready to go down in the bar, Yahuwah, word of Palau. They call it, Alahym, Abba, which is eternal Father. We Yakra upon your Shem, which is called upon your name, seeking your Rekam, which are your mercies, through Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation, the anointed one. We Yakra upon you, which is called upon you, for no other help we know, no other deliverer, no other keeper, no other that can recover, that can heal, that can kill and destroy as you can. Although we recognize that all of the gods of the nations, of the Goyim, are idols, but we understand that you made the Shamayims, which are the heights and expansions. We ask you to look down from your Malkuth, which is your empire, down even low, even upon us, your arm, which are your people, those that seek to be a Goyim, which is a nation. Asking you to open our understanding,
that we might understand your kitabeams, your scriptures, or your writings. Asking you to allow our lobs to be open, which are our hearts, that we might receive your Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation. Again, we yakra upon you, which is called, for no other help we know. We say hadu and tuda, which is thanks and thanksgiving, because you've given us your being, which is your son, Yahushua HaMashiach, the anointed one. And we say hadu, which is thanks, because in your giving of him, he ransomed his kai, which is his life. He mut, which is he died. He zarakt, is that he rose. That he spread abroad his ahab, which is his affection. Because he ahabbed you, is that he loves you, and that he loved those of whom you ahabbed. We ask you to blot out our kata, our sins, and our ma'al, which are our transgressions, according to the berith, which is the covenant that you Shabbat, that you vowed to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Jacob, the Yahudim, and to Yasharal, and their Tuladaf, even unto us, that you would grant us, that you would recover us, that let us dwell in your Malkuth. Barak Jerusalem, your Shamayim, your Sabut, which is the heights and expansion where you dwell in your armies, your Ra'ah and your Malachi, which are your shepherds and your messengers, the married, the single, the separated, the sick, the afflicted, those behind prison walls, those that are palau with them and for them that support your dabarim, those that are watching in, seeking you, looking for understanding. Grant them their love's desire. As we prepare to move further, we ask you to search us. See if there be any Rasha Darak, which are in evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let it above our paw, which are the words of our mouth. Let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your which is your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, which is that we ask, that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praises, the kabud, the glory, and the kabad, which is the honor, and the shem, which is the name of Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen.
We need to get right. Get right so we can get out of here. All right. Let's in Romans 15 and 4. They're using the Beth Mashiach. I said sometime we'll use the Septuagint, the Latin Vulgate, but we encourage people to use the King James Version just so you can see the indifferences. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is Romans 15 and 4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
For whatever was written before,
Nikatab for our Lamed,
it was written to teach us
that we through endurance
that we through endurance
and Nakum of the Ketubim
consolation of the writings,
might have your call.
they use hope, or he used tikva. I like your call because we wait with anticipation. See if that's Dabari Hayamin. I'm sorry. No. All our hot Dabarim. They'll call it Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 1. Might be 6 and 4. Let's see what 6 and 1 say. All ha Dabarim is the name of the book. That's important to understand that that the writings have a discipline to them. And the reason why this is important for us is because the name of this book tells us that these are the words. So a lot of times people say, I want to know, back as we say, what the Lord said, want to know how he thought or what he said for us to do. Well, we're going to go back and look at books that actually render that for us. When we go back to Barashit, which tells us that they'll use for Genesis. For the Greeks, Genesis is one for them, a first, a start. But for us, it's Barashit. And that's based off of our Alabeth. The ba is for in, the Rosh for the start or beginning. So in the beginning, the Rosh is the head, the captain of the first. So we go back to look at, like they'll say, like just like when something like, just say if I came up and I said, you know what, you'll say, you know what, first of all, we're going back to, let's get back to where it started. You know, how many of y'all had situations had that people have jumped right back to where? First. Well, when they gave us Jesus Christ, we didn't start at the first.
Right.
We just caught something when it just jumped in our face versus, first of all, we need to go back and look at where a lot of this stuff derived from.
Right.
So here with this, we go back to look at, these were the words. So the book has a system that's set up for us. Barashit, in the beginning. Where we got it out. Alahym, these were the names. Uyakra, and he called. Bamatbar, and he told us where we at.
The wilderness.
So we know where he called us at.
Yes, sir.
And we were in the wilderness, right?
Yes, sir.
And Alahadabarim,
These are
and
the words.
these are the words. So you see how a book tells us different things, or it kind of positions us to give us a start, then get us to a point of realizing, and these are the words, right?
Yes,
but there are
sir.
some things we need to know. First of all, who called us?
That's right.
Ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see something. Alahadabarim, they put Deuteronomy. Again, Bobby Brown did this better than anybody.
Yes, sir.
He put a tender in front of his Rona.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? They did the do, but he put the Rona in that thing.
That's right.
He put the tender. He made that thing tender.
Yes, sir.
Like some people cook it tough. Bobby made that thing tender.
That's right.
Ain't nobody something about no Rona in there better than him.
That's
Nah.
right.
Ain't that right?
Yeah.
All right, let's listen. All right, listen.
Now these are the Amar, the statutes, and the mashpots, which Yahuwah your Alahym Amar to limit you.
See, that to teach you Lamed, for us to instruct you in. That,
Ye might do them
where?
in the Arat, whither ye go to possess it.
So we also in the land. Did he say, oh, he called it Arats for the land? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking world, Arats, ooh. Well, your land. You're right, your land. So, I guess what's important for us, when we kind of understand that, you know, just how the Sefer, the scrolls were set up and how they were written, it kind of gives you an understanding why you use that particular writing. Because this is what he told us off the rip. But before we got here, what had to happen? You need alignment? Alignment? What we had to do before we got here? Had to be taught. What we had to do before we got here? Till what now? Get out of Mizraim? I guess the first thing was, let's look at first of all, let's going back to Barashit. Look at how things were set up. You gotta learn system first. First of all, that's the first thing he would have gave us. Why would we be over here without knowing about Barashit? Why would we be over here if we hadn't learned about what were the names? All this would have been important for us. What were the names? Let's see at three Alahym. Let's see that 3:7. They'll call it Exodus. And all are these Shemut, the names. Shemut. See, when they just give you Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, you just, how many of y'all learned the names of the Bible when you were growing up? They taught you the name. What did you know about the names of the Bible? See, but you would think, you know, put kids on program, look at them. Man, you know all the names, but what are the meanings of them? Huh? See, and you would think that you know something, and in actuality you don't. But you see the difference of when you understand what was the purpose of this book. See, when they got to the point of him teaching them, that was something they would have known first, and they definitely would have known the names. Y'all got, not only that, guess what they would have known? Who called you? Who called you? Scooby-Doo. They have a whole book on who called them.
Yeah.
Let's just, this elementary stuff is important for you to understand your books and your writings because they're talking to you. If I want to go back to know what he did at first, I can go back to a book that records that.
All right.
Let's look at this. It's 3 and 7. Okay, we'll do 3 and 6. They went to 6. I'll take 6. Listen.
Moreover, he said, I am Alahym of thy Abba.
See that?
And
Hold on. Who it is? Who are you?
the Alahym of thy Abba.
Matter of fact, give me 5 since he said that.
Yes, sir.
Starting now, when you said moreover, it's something you said to me before that.
That's right.
So something you said moreover will put it above what you just said, right?
Yes, sir.
So if they just went above, I want to know what's below. Why are they going to be important for me? That's a wild guess.
Into this,
Heights and the depth.
descend.
How about he that ascended first descended? So you told me moreover, that's above something. I didn't know what's below it. Hello? They said, wherefore he said when he ascended on where? Wouldn't that be moreover? He led captivity captive, gave Barashim unashamed. Now he that did what? That went moreover did what?
First descended.
So that's why I wanted first. I said, if you start hollering moreover, I need to descend. What are you going? If you're saying moreover, I need to know what's in front of that. What was before that? Before we went to that height. All right, there's 3 and 6. 3 and 5. Let's see what 3 and 5 say. Say that, put me where I need to go. Listen.
And he said, draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy regal.
Remove your sandals from off your feet. Shoes. These niggas think they got something they were tying up. You know what I'm saying? Like they had on some Pro Kids or something. Like he walked up here because he up on height. They probably thought he had on some of them MJs. Number 23s or something like that. The man had on sandals. All right, listen.
For the Malchum whereon thou standest is Kodash Adumah.
That's right. Which is, you see that? This is a separated ground. The ground where you stand is separated from all of the ground. So this place is what we would call sacred. And the reason why you look at it so much as separated, because you can separate just like when a woman separate clothes. I say woman because most of the guys can't wash. And most of them ain't going to wash anyway. This ain't going to help them no better. They'll put the clean and dirty together. But see, when they wash, what you do, you separate them. You'll put the dirty in one pile, the clean in another pile. And you're not going to believe it. The clean and the dirty are both Kodash. Because all it is set aside.
That's right.
Y'all got it. It's set aside. If you take the dirty clothes, or you take trash and you put it over somewhere, that's actually Kodash. You say, don't mess with that. That's the trash. So you set it aside for something. Did you set aside for the good? Why did you set it aside? Because you're going to discard and you don't want nobody to mess with it. You don't want nobody to get contaminated because that's something you plan on getting rid of. Guess what Mr. Yahuwah does? He also separates things that are wrong from us and people. Because guess what? I'm going to get rid of them. That's hard for y'all to understand. So you understand it now, just like you do the dirty clothes. You see your kid going, somebody walking up finna get a shirt. You say, they say, oh, goodness, what happened? Say, I want you to get it from the dirty clothes. You see that? So it's been set aside. So now he's telling him, but this isn't set aside because it's something filthy, because it's a sacred place. Y'all got it? And there's a certain thing I want you to perform and do. Okay? All right. Y'all see what he want to do? Listen, then he said, do not come near here. Remove your sandals from your feet. For the Malchum place on which you are standing is Kudash ground. Kudash. Y'all got it? Adumah. All right? And we use Adumah because why? That's where Adam came from. See that? Now you think about that. Adam came from the Adumah. Makes sense. Just like she just said, you El Salvadorian, and she's Salvadorian. Wouldn't that make sense? That she will be named after where she came from. Wouldn't it make sense that he will be named similar to where he came from?
Right.
Wouldn't it make sense? She's El Salvadorian from Louisiana. it kind of contradicts where she come from with who she's saying she is.
Right.
It makes sense that Yahushua will come from Yahuwah.
Right.
That Adam came from the Adumah.
Right.
That Jesus came from shit we don't know.
That's right.
The white man. That's right, because all mixed
Yeah.
up. That's just being honest. What I mean, the man came from the Adumah. Isn't that right? He came from the ground. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Next verse. That's what it said.
Moreover, he said, I am the
When you said
Alahym.
more, he also said, moreover to us, mean somewhat something that override, but then it said, he said also. Okay, listen.
I am the Alahym of thy Abba, the Alahym of Abraham, the Alahym of Yasakat, and the Alahym of Jacob. And Mushah hid his pani, for he was Yara to look upon Alahym.
He was afraid, Yara, afraid to look at Alahym. All right,
And Yahuwah said, I have surely seen the affliction of my
For
which
people.
are in Mizraim.
Not Egypt. See, when you say Egypt, you're unintelligent, you're ignorant. They told you that. These people call themselves Egyptians are ignorant. They'll tell you they're Mitzar because the actual name was named after the sun. Y'all got Mitzar. Mitzrayim was a son. His father named him Mitzrayim, and the land was named after the sun. Y'all got it?
Right.
After the bin. People do that now. They'll buy stuff and they'll name their business after their children.
Right.
Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. What do we have here?
And have Shama their Sayak.
Oh, I know. What's the? And I have given heed to their cry. From,
By reason of their
he
taskmasters,
said, from before their test masters. For,
I know their sorrows.
see that? That's important for you to know this. This is why we was able to accept Yahushua. There are certain characteristics he was going to have to demonstrate.
That's right.
All right.
Y'all hear that? This is what he told them. And have given heed, which means I heard their cry, from before their,
Taskmasters,
for I know
their suffering.
the suffering. Let's see something right quick. Yehukanan 5:17. They call it John. But what does the book tell us? That's right. Yahuwah 5:17. See, the name has, what does John tell you?
And
Nothing. What does John tell? What's the name John tell you about the book?
They go prostitutes.
They buy prostitutes. Versus the name for the writer of the Sefer that we're reading, his name is Yehukanan. And his name means that Yahuwah was gracious. So why would I look at this book? I'm trying to find favor. How do I, you know what they say? I'm going to pray and ask the Lord for favor. I want the Lord to just give me favor. Why don't you be taught, why don't you go to a book that teaches you about favor? If you want to learn carpentry, you read a book about poetry. Everybody knows that. What kind of book would you read?
Carpentry.
So if I'm trying to find out how to get favor, why wouldn't I read a book that's dedicated to teaching or writings about favor?
Right.
Let's see. 5:17. Listen.
But Yahushua answered them, I be worketh hitherto, and I work.
See the IB for my, which is the Y, should have been ABY, but they told us again. I type Shiva. My Abba, IB, carries out his actions even unto now, and
I work.
he said, I also take action. Let's see what they said at verse 18. Listen,
Therefore the Yahudim sought the more to kill him,
his life even more.
because he not only had broken the Shabbat,
Hold on for a second, Lee. That's why I want to look at moreover. You'll say moreover. You see this saying even more? Meaning the action was there, but something even elevated.
Right.
That's why I want to look when they said moreover.
Right.
But the moreover, the way they use it, it wasn't actually sounding, it wasn't the same way. What I was looking for it to say, it actually wasn't. But it's good we checked it. You see, the more over here tells us what? They were
more.
definitely going to kill him, but that was an action that exceeded and made them even more intense. That intensified the action.
Right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
He had already ticked them off, as we say.
Right.
But this like the last straw.
Right.
Okay? Then the Yahudim sought his ka'id even more because
He not only had broken the Shabbat,
not only was he breaking the Shabbat,
but said also that Alahym was Abi,
doing what?
making himself equal with Alahym.
Compared himself to Alahym. Alahym doing something, he doing something. So you know what? Both of us doing the same thing. So equal or comparing himself to was enough that these people looking at. This was an offense. They were ready to kill a man for saying that he was just like him. I have the same capabilities and abilities. These people done gave you Jesus Christ, and folks say him like ain't shit ain't happened.
Yep.
Do y'all know if we were to arm who we were supposed to be the people with, we'll kill them for that stuff.
That's right. That's
See,
right.
over in the Middle East, they got a lot of people, you can't pull on stuff like that.
That's right.
They'll kill you. Go pull some shit like that. Go pick up something, tell them, this right here, just like Muhammad, and throw it. And see if you be still standing right there.
Nope.
See, because you know what? People take offense. This is a deity that these people look at, that they revere, that they feel like has given them something. These people or these writers that of their books, they believe tie them back to that deity.
Right.
They believe these people are sacred and not to be played with, and not to just be thrown out of your mouth or lightly to be esteemed. Us, man, you can compare ours with anything, anybody. When we will be defensive about it simply because we lost our land behind this by allowing different things to be compared to him.
Right.
Waiting on other deity to show up when they didn't even exist.
Right.
And now they gave us Jesus. A 400 some year antagonization, a 400 year of destruction upon our people, 400 years of misery, of rape, of butchering, of lies, of losing intelligence for over 400 years. And y'all see that, you still ain't conscious.
Yep.
They ain't just y'all in here now, that's everywhere.
That's right.
That's everywhere, you still ain't conscious. Most of y'all here fight me too. Y'all fight me. Y'all don't want to take what I tell you. You'll think, you know what? Y'all look at preacher, missed the word. Preacher couldn't spell that. Shit. Let me tell you something. I got more sense than the average anybody you gonna find.
That's right. That's right.
I'll come to try to tell our people just the flat, honest truth.
That's right.
How you can be better for yourself and you can build and you can do more than what people told you. And I never forget the plan of salvation first.
Right.
I never say forget salvation. That's our first primary reason for coming together. But salvation versus how they told it, it's an intelligence. I refuse to live on the street and live like an animal. I have intelligence.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That would come. Don't y'all know in the 5th chapter of the book of Yehukanan, all of Yehukanan, they call 1 John 5:17, they said, we know that the Ben Alahym have come, and not only that, he has given us an understanding
That's
that
right.
we might do what? Know him.
That's right.
So what did we have before he came?
We ain't have.
That's why you had a book called Oriah. Because Yahuwah shine.
Yes, sir.
That's how we knew it came. He had like, this is how they get us missing light, confuse us. The light we know is this. This and the sun is typically what we look at. Like, you know, there's moonlight, starlight, but typically people look at stuff like this, illumination, they look at the sun. You know, when he tried to get us to understand what illumination was, we knew this principle first, light. Then he came back and said, anything that comes along and shows you something is light. Because all light does is make something clear. If you walk into somebody's sitting there, you know, amazing, you be sitting in class, you get straggled, and you'll come and say, you say, oh, you know what they'll say? The light came on. Why would they say that? Did lights pop on in the room?
Nope.
But when knowledge comes, it just blows away ignorance.
Right.
Just like when light comes on in here, darkness has to dissipate. It has to disappear.
Right.
So why do you think there's such a march and move to keep you from knowledge? So you stay in the dark. Dark is not your skin. Dark is when you're without information, when you're lost, when you don't have clarity. And they associate that with your skin. And you bought it. They sold it and you bought it. Matter of fact, you ask him to sell it to you. These are problems that people have with him. Let's look at the book of Yeshayahu 53 and 4. I'm sorry. They call it Isaiah Yeshayahu 53 and 4. Now, how important would this book be to them? Because this name would told them that Yahuwah saved.
Right.
I missed that one. He saved? Then I need to go and look into that book. There's a book, Sefer Kitabim, scriptures written about he saved. Isn't that something I wanted to look into if I want to be saved? If I am declaring I'm saved, why would I not look into a book that talks about him saving?
Right.
I just don't worry about it, I just pray. Let's see what he told us. Surely,
He hath borne our sickness,
who bore?
mother.
To bore would be to carry. To carry. He's carried. What did he carry?
Our sickness.
When a woman is pregnant, the sickness that she incurred, is that hers?
No.
Whose is it? They have pregnancy diabetes. Guess when you get it? Whose sickness is it? It's a baby sickness. See that? Most of the how many women here familiar with that? Feet swelling. All the stuff they get, the disfigurement. And you know, you'll say, damn, pregnancy rough on you.
That's right.
You know what's amazing though? The book even talk about he had no calmness that when we sin, we should desire it.
Yep, that's right.
Feet swole, nose swole,
Yep.
belly swole, arm swole, hand swole, sick, vomiting, you know what I'm saying, irritated. This was him. Surely he has borne our,
Sickness.
and he has carried,
Our sorrows.
yet we did what?
Esteemed him stricken,
That's how we kept him up. Esteem would be what? Elevate? Stricken, smitten,
of Alahym,
and
afflicted.
let's see what 5 tells us. But
He was wounded for our
he
transgressions.
was pierced through our transgressions, which is our ma'al. What do they use for transgression? They use a different word. The U is for ours. Fish. Oh. Okay. Woo. I'm gonna now establish trustworthy. Posh. No. Posh. You put Pisha. A revolt, national, moral, or religious. You know who wrote this? Now, you know this one. How you gonna have a national, moral, religion? This stuff. So basically, a revolt. That's what they put down. They put rebellion, sin. They use transgression, trespassing. It's how James tell you in the King James Bible, when you find these words, typically, this will be the word that they'll run. These are the word that James are rendering for this. Okay? So this is stuff we had to understand. When it said King James Version use rebellion, sin, transgression, trespasses. And then you got the root, when you go back, which is taken from, it comes from the root. So now we can go back and we see why we're to break away, to insurrect, trespass. What's that? Apostatize, quarrel. That's what the people did down at the war, they quarrel. Okay. So the root is him, which is Pasha. Pasha is the word, which is the root of where this came from. Okay? So then they're going over this word derived, Pisha, arrived from Pasha. Y'all got it? So it means to revolt. Okay, let's go back a little. So they told us that our transgression. So this is what he did, but he was pierced through our revolt. Through the fact that we revolted. Can we look at the definition of what revolt is? rise in rebellion. Y'all see that? A rise in rebellion. The insurgents revolted and had to be suppressed. This happened on January the 6th, and this didn't happen. They didn't suppress them. They suppressed them since it came up. So I'll give you other little similar words: rebel, rise, take up. Same thing James will do. Similar words they'll say that are similar to. Cause to feel disgust. But basically that's what they did. We wound up rebellion, and he was pierced for our rebellion. The reason why we could look at that because the people constantly rebelled against Mushah. They constantly fought against him. Mushah couldn't even enter in because of those people.
Yeah.
Mushah was so weird with the people. He asked Yahuwah, he had found con in his eyes and his own. He asked him to kill him. Can you imagine being driven so because of people and they're being so irate, or always trying to find their own way, or trying to always outthink you? That these people put you to a point. The man just wanted to move. He was just tired. He was tired. He's like, I'm fighting the people trying to get an arm somewhere. They don't know how to get there, but they're saying they want to go there, but yet they fighting you the whole time. So here was an Ish that couldn't even enter in because of the arm. That's it. Okay. Oh yeah, I put an attempt to put it, okay. What was this, something you need me to say out here? He was revolted by the stench that greeted him. An attempt to put an end to the authority of a person or body by rebelling. That's them. That's definitely them. That's what we did. That's why the people wanted them dead. This makes sense right here. See that? An attempt to put an end to the authority of a person or a body by rebelling. This is what they did when they cried out in the 18th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. When they cried out and told them they didn't have no ruler, in the 19th chapter, they said they only had Caesar.
Right.
So their whole end was to put him away because they didn't want to come under authority. That's why it's hard for our people to follow now. And I don't blame our people for being weird, because we've been beaten and lied to by so many different leaders and people telling us weren't doing something. Then you find tapes and videos and other stuff they've been doing totally contrary to what they were telling us. So it's hard for people to believe people. But you'll believe a rapper, you'll believe a movie, you'll believe a lie, you'll believe a lying boyfriend, a lying girlfriend. You'll believe anything other than when the might come. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
That's just being honest. People they wouldn't take they'll believe a friend. Friends let them sleep on the street, in stores, in the street, in trunks, everywhere. They be their best friends. Supposed to believe everybody other than what the man tell them upstairs. I tell these folks here to do something, they don't believe nothing I tell them. Y'all got to pay for it, though. Oh, y'all going to pay for what you done. You got to pay for it. Let's go back to what we read. 53:5, but he was pierced through our transgressions. He was crushed for our
Iniquities.
and he basically just destroyed the man. And for the chastising for our shalom was upon him. And his wounds, and with his wounds, we ourselves are
Healed.
That's right. So we suffer that. Let me see what happened. 4, 6. No, take me back up. Let's start at 4, 3. Let's see what happened. 53:3. Listen.
He is despised and forsaken of Alahym, a Ish of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
So when Yahuwah told us in the 3rd chapter of the book of Alahym, these were the names, he started telling us that he knew our sorrows.
That's
Right.
right.
Well, here we found out he telling us he was despised and forsaken of who?
Alahym.
When did this happen? It's time.
They were scared.
When they
When the
scattered.
soldiers came.
When they scattered.
When the soldiers came. When the soldiers came to capture Yahushua, he said they had to go. He said, well, Ren. He said they all forsook, and they said, yeah, when you smite the Ra'ah,
Yep.
Sheep gonna
he
scatter.
said that the sheep were going to scatter.
Right.
That's why Mushah told them to put an Ish over them. So they wouldn't be as a dog,
No doubt.
a congregation, or a flock that didn't have a Ra'ah, a shepherd. Somebody that caused them to see. See, it's important for us to pay attention to these things. That's why they all forsook him, because the writings had to be true.
Right.
But then we learn through this, that's how he saved us. All this happened. Let's see what he told in verse 2, 1, because you ain't going to believe what it said. This is what he asked. Listen,
who hath among our report,
our message.
and to whom is the arm of Yahuwah revealed.
See that? And this only came up because of the 52nd chapter.
Right.
That would have told you at the 10th verse what he was going to do. Yahuwah told us he was going to do something. What was it, Akeem?
Bear his
He said, I was
Kodash
going to
arm.
make bare the arm. I was going to uncover the arm, which let us know that they were going to take Yahushua clothes off. He said, he my strength. Sit down here at my right hand. I made you my strength. And now he said, I'm going to uncover him, which means I was going to reveal him. When you uncover something, you got to tell one, girl, you walk out here demonstrating, showing your body, revealing all yours. Yeah, because you don't have enough on. So he said, guess what? I'm going to take everything off so they can see it. Then when I do it, who had among it?
Right.
Who had believed it? And who saw it? Let's see why. Verse 2. For he
shall grow up before him as a tender plant,
shoot,
and as a root out of a rots. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
what happened? Hold on, verse 3. Listen.
He is despised and forsaken of Anashim, a ish of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our panim from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
See that? We didn't do nothing to elevate him. That's amazing when he was despised and forsaken of unashamed, a ish of sorrows and acquainted with grief. This is what we did. And as hiding of our face from him. Musha did that too. Musha hid his face. And you ain't gonna believe what he said. I'm acquainted with their sorrows. And when Musha came up, he hid his face.
Yeah.
All right, verse 4. Come on.
Surely he hath borne our sickness,
And
carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Alahym, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions,
pierced for our transgression.
he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our shalom was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
And with his wounds, we ourselves are healed. Verse 6. Let's see what happened.
All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own Durak, and Yahuwah hath laid on him the iniquity of us all.
To fall on him. Let's see what happened. What happened?
He was oppressed, and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his paw. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before his shears, and is dumb. So he opened not his paw.
Let's see what happened.
He was taken from prison and from Mashpah, and who shall declare his Tuledath? For he,
Who considers, it said declare, he asking who's considering his Tuledah, his generation Tuledah. What do they use? They use something different? I don't know. Just door. All right. 4.
he was cut off out of the land of the Kai. For his transgression, for the transgression of my arm was he stricken.
See that? What happened? Verse 9.
And he made his kubar with the wicked, and with the rich in his moot, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his paw.
So you see how important that was. Now, when we look at this, and just considering, all of this was a part of our salvation. So this was coming to show us so we knew what to look for. What these people were hearing, what they were looking at, of course, why were they going to believe it when they hadn't seen it yet? And he asked, who had seen it? Who had it even been manifested to? Who had seen it, as they said, the light had clicked on for them? So here was a book, a sefer, Ketuvim for them to read. And when they read it, you're waiting for this to come to pass. But you have some things that you have comparables that you can look at, that you got example. So when you see it, as they say, then seeing will be believing, based off of other things that had already been written. So we were looking for somebody to follow a pattern so we could see salvation, where something could be transferred from you and somebody else take the fall for it. How they say, he the fall guy. Y'all got it? And that became our salvation. That's what the book was.
Right.
Yahuwah had saved.
Right.
How did he save us? First of all, what was your condition? You were sin, katasi. And the only way for your healing to come in, somebody else was going to have to bear it.
Right.
Now, you're talking about life. Your life came in through somebody else suffering.
Right.
How much sense that make? Common sense.
Yeah.
The
Birth.
mother.
That's right.
But that's so everything they knew from a carnal ordinance. A mother suffers for the life of the child.
Right.
Y'all got that? So when we looked at a man coming and suffering for something we done, that don't make sense. I'm not finna suffer for something somebody else did. That's stupid. Because you don't understand and have the nature of a mother. So when Yahuwah would talk to us, he would sometimes address himself or describe himself in a feminine type fashion. So we would understand. And if we were men raised by mothers, women, were married to women, then there were certain things we would be accustomed to know that a mother would carry, that a mother would suffer for. And in some cases, a mother would give her life. There are mothers that died on the table. He died on the table. All the cross was a table. Why? Giving birth. Or let's say giving life. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So now when we start looking and you got the carnal mind, you thinking that's stupid. I don't know why. We're looking at somebody that was willing to suffer for the sake of he called us his benin, which was his children. What parent wouldn't suffer for their child?
Right. Right.
I remember my mom and dad, they would go without new shoes.
Right.
And go with it for the sake of the kids.
Right. Yep.
They would go without buying new clothes. I hope you would. You looking like, I don't remember that one. He laughed, but you did do it, didn't you? I don't remember like no fool. I mean, I don't be nothing. She be like, well, that's his story. She like, that's his tale. I'm sitting on mine. So, but here we are. And so we kind of begin to understand the allegories or what he was trying to get us to see, the set of story that was similar to, and now we start to look at them, and it's becoming more easier for us to kind of to take it on, to become accepted to it. When you look at from a natural sense, what a mother endures, what a mother go through at any time, a mother would even give her life in order to give life to her child. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
And you know what some women look at? Some women will look at, they don't have a fulfillment until they have a child.
Right. Yeah.
And you think, and they look at that's a part of them existing. Not they don't today, not these today. But for a woman in time past in a shop, they looked at that was part of them being born to come and give life. Guess what? Yahushua told us this. He said, to this end was I born.
Right.
That I would come and ransom my kaid.
That's right.
Take the risk of giving up my life in order to give life to my being. Yasharal was described as one, singular, and then as multiple. Y'all got it?
Right.
He told you that Yasharal was his
Firstborn.
firstborn. And he told him to let my who? They didn't become his benin till after he established the first. He did not tell them, he was referring to the one. Y'all got it? Let's see, 3 and 16. Who know what I want? Galatians.
Galatians.
I guarantee if you said faster, you'd still been later than me. Somebody should be saying, Chris, I always be wrong. That's it. So let's see how this makes sense. Are y'all getting an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Well, that means I'm proficient in my job. That's what a ra'ah does. He calls you to see. That's what I mean. That's bare record whether you or not. You can call yourself what you want to call yourself, but you're supposed to be able to cause people to see.
That's right.
You know, and now when it's explaining to you book names, the reasoning for the the rationale, the logic behind the books. So when you go to them, what are you looking for? I'm looking for what the book says.
Right.
And he called.
Right.
When you look at the book Uyakra, we'll look at something right quick. Let's look at this. This is 3 and 16 of the book of Galatians. Listen.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the Shabbat made.
Let me see how you read it here, Lee. I hadn't read this. Behold, the promises. What do you use for promises? Oh my goodness. The for the, takla. Because you're doing plural, so you're doing th for the plural. Habatakat. Habatakat. It's for promise. What you say? What you say about it? What you say? Ahab what? This is going to be separate though. This is going to be for the. So it should start here. Right? You said Ahab, didn't you? Who? Are you choking like Heloise was on that picture? Heloise, what was you thinking that day that you had took that picture? You saw that picture? You said, that was so special. Everybody got one of them pictures. They got a picture with Leon. He was sleeping on his arm like that. Yeah, bring that picture. Yeah, man, they nigga catch some picture make you so pissed.
Yeah, that's right. They do.
Jahid, I'm gonna make you get rid of your phone.
Yeah.
I know he'd be good. How many of y'all know Jahid is the one? How many of y'all trying to make it a mouth code? Everybody knows Jahid.
Yeah.
And that's Joy cousin. I won't be bragging about it either. Okay. Behold, the promises were spoken to Abraham and to his
Seed.
singular. He
Saith not.
say.
Oh.
You go. I'm sorry. I'm just ringing. Go ahead.
Saith not.
I could probably condense it a little bit. You don't have to stroll across so much. Cause I'm missing something. I know y'all probably do that so they can see. Let me see.
That's right.
Let me see. Cause they're like I'm some kind of pervert. I be doing this number here trying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the screen. Hey, quit trying to look up my screen. You know what I'm saying? He does not say.
And to seeds as of many.
As of many, but
as of one.
And
to thy seed,
your seed,
which is Mashiach.
See that? That's one. See, that's how important for us to see that. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what he told us. Now, based off of what we just looked at with that, let's go back to the 3rd chapter book of Alahym right quick. Which was the book title?
These are the names.
These were the names. Three. Where we left out 3 and 5.
8.
Let's see what it says. Listen what it said. Listen what happened.
And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of Mizraim.
What was just happened? And
to bring them up out of the Beth unto a tube Beth in a large, unto a Beth flowing with milk and honey,
flowing with milk.
unto the Malchum of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites.
Let's see what he told him. 9.
Now therefore, behold, the Syach of the Banim of Yasharal is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Mizraim oppress them.
So we're going to still just keep it where I can't see the whole thing. All right, now I got you. I'll miss something up here. I saw it right here. Where the oppressing them? All right, pressing them. Where we at now? Woo. All right, come on. Therefore.
Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my arm, the Banim of Yasharal, out of Mizraim. And Mushah said unto Alahym, Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the Banim of Yasharal out of Mizraim?
Okay.
And he said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee, that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the arm out of Mizraim, ye shall serve Alahym upon this heart.
At this mount. Mm-hmm.
And Mushah said unto Alahym, Behold, when I come unto the Banim of Yasharal, and shall say unto them, The Alahym of thy Abba hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his Shem? What shall I say unto them?
Okay.
And Alahym said unto Moshe, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the Banim of Yasharal, I am has sent me unto you.
Why you put that E? I look up the meaning so people know what it means. Oh yeah, Asha, Aya. He spells with these E fluence. Do you speak Greek? These disciplines kill me, man. These Greek disciplines are murder. Higher. They say start with A. He made me. I was saying, I don't know what this man done put up here. Higher. This is what he told him: to exist, to be or become, to come into being, to happen, to occur. He used a lot of stuff. Become, accomplish, committed, light, break, cause, compass. So that's what he was trying to tell them, that he exists. Higher is what he told me. He should have used the same terminology in the book of Barashit. Didn't he tell him? Higher. And Barashit, I think I'm in the first chapter, so I think about the fourth verse or something, he used higher, which means to exist. I exist. And he told you higher again, and that he always will be. I exist and I always will be. That's what he wants us to know. That's why people tell you his name is a higher shot.
Right.
But he would actually tell you his characteristics. They were getting the Shem. He was telling them a higher shot. He was trying to tell them that I exist and I always will exist. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay? It said, thus you shall say to the Benim of Yasharal, then he came here and he would have told him a higher shot, has sent me to you. At the fourth chapter, right quick. 4 and 11. Hold on, see if it's 4 and 7. Scroll down, let me see. Hold on, slow. My eyes. Go up to 5. Let me see something. Hold on. 3. 12. 19. Oh my goodness, that messed me up. Let me see 20. I didn't know y'all gonna move that fast. Oh no. No. Let's take them up to 18. Let me see 18. We about to be there. No. 17. Let's work with me. 17, 16. Okay. 16. Go back up. I'm at 9. Goodness, my eyes. Whoa! He's sending the Pharaoh. Let me take me up. Whoa! He should have told me he was sending. Why am I at 14? No. Go back up. Well, one at a time. Woo! All right, come on back up. Damn thing ought to be a ride at Six Flags. All right, go back up. 9. Here we go. Yeah. 9. Hold on. Hold on.
You want 22? Yeah.
22?
I'm saying
All
that.
right, drop down 22. Woo. We there yet? Ice Cube said, or was it the kids? How many of y'all watched that movie, Are We There Yet? That's sad.
I did.
That man terrible. After he did Boys in the Hood, he should just shut it down. That's your sellout movie. You
Yeah.
start making shit like
Yeah.
that they did with Richard Pryor, made him do that movie, and that
Movie.
movie called Moving and Toy Story.
Yeah.
Toy,
Toy.
he sold his integrity for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They broke him down. They may be a
Yeah.
white kid slave. They ain't
Yeah.
Richard Pryor style. That helped kill him.
Yeah.
We take a man out of what he common to and what he's natured to, and you just break him down like that. I know y'all enjoyed it though. They like the emasculation of the so-called Negro. 4 and 22. I know we get that. Woo! This is what he told him.
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said Yahuwah,
Pay attention to what he says.
Yasharal is my Ben,
The Ben of Yasharal are my Benin.
even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my Ben go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy Ben, even thy firstborn.
Now pay attention. We went from the Benin of Yasharal, the Benin of Yasharal, till now he told you that Yasharal singular, because the promise was to Abraham and to his seed.
Seed.
He was not talking about everybody, which means he had to make all his people be as one man.
Right. Right.
Notice what he told Pharaoh. I was going to kill all his kids.
Firstborn.
Firstborn.
That's how many?
One.
One. I'm coming to get a seed, which was going to generate me to others. The promise was only to one.
Right.
Notice how we went from the 3rd chapter, he kept telling you about the children
Right.
of the Benin of Yasharal.
Right.
That's plural.
That's right.
He taught, but here he told him to go, when you say to Pharaoh, you're going to tell Pharaoh to tell them at 22. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, thus says Yahuwah, Yasharal Benins. Yasharal is my,
Ben.
that's one. My,
Firstborn.
which meant he would have been Reuben,
That's right.
Right.
first son. Y'all got it? Listen what he told me at 23. So I say to you, let my Benim of Yasharal go.
Ben.
My son, go that he may Shakami or Sagad. S-A-G-A-D. Write it down. What did they use him?
Abad.
What did he put?
Abad.
Another be Sagad. You had a S-A-G-A-D. Another firm is to prostrate oneself. Well, being a fine of worshiping, but he's talking about serving. But you have refused to let him go. Behold, I shall kill your children.
Ben.
You see what he's doing? Because you got to remember what you read in Galatians. See, most people read won't catch stuff like this. Because remember, it was to Abraham and to his
Seed.
was.
The promise is made.
He did not say unto
Seeds.
as of
Many.
That's why he never told him to go and tell him to let all the children go. He was talking about one.
Right. All right.
He was talking about one. From one seed, you can generate the rest.
Right.
But he was trying to get us to pay attention to what he was doing because there were some things you're going to need to recognize. At the second chapter of the book of Matthew, chapter 2. Chapter 2, 22. No. 22, 14. Let's see, that's what I want. 2 and this is 2 and 14. Matthew, listen.
When he come, he took the young Yalit
Hold on. So he got up. Yeah. Well, all right.
and
No,
his
he
aim
got up. He
by
got
Layla.
up and took the child. So he took the children and his aim.
Child,
What he took?
child.
How many is here?
One
Okay. By when?
by Layla
And what did he do?
departed
For
into
what?
Mizraim
Let's see what happened. He did what?
and was there until the moot of Herod,
Which is the death.
that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the
See that? This is about Yahuwah. This was spoken by Yahuwah. But it was through the hand of the Nabah. Y'all got it? Because you look at the hand, because you look at somebody delivering. Typically a person delivering something. It's typically like someone delivered, they're bringing it to you, but you're actually looking at it coming from their mouth. Saying,
out of Mizraim I called my being.
my children of Yasharal. Now, how many was this he called out?
One.
So why would he have told Pharaoh to let his children go? What was the promise?
To a seed,
It was to Abraham and
to his seed.
to his seed. Now, Abraham had many benin, but who did he give it to?
Yasakah.
So we can see this. There's only one he was trying to get.
Right.
Y'all got it?
Right.
Let's see if that's the 26th chapter, 26, 27, 26, 26, 25. See if it's 25 and 1 of the book of Barashit. Because we got to go back now. See, now guess what happened? Since we're reading and we're doing this, we've gone so far, let's go back to in the beginning.
Right.
See that? That's all you do. That's so since the book have title and meanings, we can go back to find out, does it make sense? Okay. Barashit. 25 and 1.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Then again, Abraham took a Ishah, and her Shem was Keturah,
And what happened?
and she bare him Zimran, and Yokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua.
They say Shua. They got Shuach, which is the final form of the Koth. They say Shua like Yahushua or Yahusha. And it's, as they say in Shuach, is what they actually name him. Listen.
And Yokshan begat Sheba and Dedan, and the Beni of Dedan were Asherim, and Letushim, and Luamim, and the Beni
I'm trying to see Lee looking on my shoulder. I'm like, he called that thing? All right, come on. Go
And-
ahead, the Benny.
of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Hanak,
No, fuck. Kanak, who they'll call Enoch. His name is, no, that's Kanuk. No, Kanak, go ahead.
and Abida, and Elda'ah. All these were the Benim of Keturah.
Y'all hear what they told you? Who children he said they was?
Keturah.
Them Keturah kids. Let's see what happened.
And Abraham gave all that he had unto Yaskat,
Okay.
but unto the Beni of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave Barakah
Wow. Go ahead.
and sent them away from Yaskat his ben, while he yet Kai
Wow.
eastward unto the east country.
That's what he did. So get what you can say. Now to Abraham and to his seed was the promises made.
Right.
Y'all got it? Let's see how this works. Pick me up at the 21st chapter, same book, verse 8. Ba-rashit. Let's see why it had to be done that way. and 8. Listen.
And the Yalek grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great muhad, the same that Yasakak was weaned.
Hold on for a second. Okay. Child grew and was weaned, made a great muhad on the yum that Yasakak was weaned. Okay. Now,
Sarah saw the being of Hagar, the Mizraim,
Mitzrayite,
which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking.
Okay. That's what happened.
Wherefore she said unto Abraham,
Do what?
Cast out
Drive out.
this bun Ashah and her being, for the being of this bun Ashah shall not be heir with my being, even with Yasakak.
Let's see what happened. And
The thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight.
he looked at it, it was evil in his eyes. It's Russian. Because you're talking about to drive somebody out, that's with vigor. It's one thing, let me drive for a second. I'm telling you, I want you to go. Go! Go! So you talking about, you're saying that's like hard pressed on a person. And he looked at that don't seem right. That don't seem right to do that. To just take somebody and force them out. Just telling you to drive them out, cast out, cast and throw. That's forcing you out. I'm talking about, I'm just hard. That's what Yahuwah did to us.
That's right.
Now you understand why he wound up dividing us and separating us.
Right.
Because it couldn't be error. He looked at it, I got to drive you out. Because it all came back to the promise. See, when you start to understand the title of your books and you start watching behavior, why was it that he was putting us out of the land? Because he looked at us. You can't be here. I have to get you out. You portray images, you portray behaviors of somebody that marks the promise. And I got to drive you out of here. Let's see what happened. And it seemed Rashi and Abraham in the of Abraham on account of his. So you know what we looked at? Yahuwah didn't like what he had to do. He didn't like what he had to do, but it had to be done. Let's see what he told him. But
Alahym said unto Abraham,
let it
not be grievous in thy sight.
Don't let it be evil in your eyes. Because of what?
Of the lad,
What happened?
and because of thy bondwoman, in all that Sarah hath said unto thee,
Do what?
hearken unto
Listen
her voice.
to her voice. For,
In Yasakak shall thy seed be called.
see, through Yasakab, your descendants shall be named. So who had the promise? Yasakab. So it makes sense now why when he took us, why he was trying to serve us from other nations, goyim,
Yes, sir.
because you was a part of the promise.
Right.
sir.
Right.
That's why he kept trying to tell us, so I served you, I separated you. But see, when you heard these different conversations, these little, the thing he was saying, it didn't make sense to us. But because he had already set up for the promise, I had to separate you from other nations. I had to divide you from people. I had to drive people out.
Yes, sir.
Just something. That's why you go back here to see why. You're trying to find out what's the behavior. And you can see why he could drive people out from among us, his own people. Abraham, and you know what he looked at? Abraham didn't like what he had to do, but it had to be done.
Right.
Yahuwah doesn't like what he had to do, but it's got to be done.
Right.
Because I see you as marking the promise. Can we look up what marking is from the English, please? Does it make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Because we've been believing something and doing something. We fairy tale niggas.
Right.
We just take everything fairy tale versus everything he's telling us you can do. When a parent get disgruntled with their child, they look at, you gotta go. I mean, you don't like them. I gotta get you out of here because you become a bad influence to the others. You done heard parents say, at least I gotta try to save one. If I lose all, I gotta save. That's what he looked at. Because they look at from the one they saved, they can generate more. Saving in one ain't to just keep one. You're looking at trying to build from that one to establish again. So everything that he's telling us that he's done, we can comprehend that. It doesn't make sense to talk to people to do something that they can't comprehend. The spiritual teaching of Jesus Christ doesn't make any sense. If you really think about what you were taught induced with, it makes absolutely no sense if you really be honest with yourself. What I'm telling you, you can understand it from nature, from just a natural occurrence. You can understand how one can die for another. You understand how one can suffer for another. Y'all got it? So we can understand how a man can die for us like a woman can die for the child. How a woman can go through the prongs and the pain, and she can even be pierced because some of them get cesareans.
Right.
Adam had to have a cesarean. He didn't have a wound. It couldn't pass out through the genital.
Right.
So he had a cesarean. And he sewed it up instead of leaving it open.
Yeah.
What is he telling us to do that you can't get? What's mind-boggling, throwing you? Because all of it you can understand.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes mothers will shut a child. Child, you better shut your mouth. You see what I went through for your ass. Yahuwah came, get what he did. Y'all better shut y'all damn mouth.
That's right.
Look at I work my hands to the bone.
That's
Sir.
right. That's right. Yep.
How many of y'all parents told y'all stuff like that? For me, when people say, when he appeared, what he did, he came and showed them.
That's right.
I've been busting my ass for y'all.
That's right.
Work my hand to the bones. Handle and see.
Yeah.
Marking. Making fun of someone or something in a cruel way. What's that?
Right.
Derisive? Derisive? What the hell derisive? I want to know. Look this up. I don't know what it is. Using a sentence. Chris, using a sentence.
I don't know that word.
Well, just make up a sentence with it.
I don't even know how to use it.
Well, at least we honest.
That's right.
That's the first time. He want to do that more regular. Why don't you do that more regular? Somebody on YouTube right now claiming, yes, he changed it. See, white folk throw it in there. Expressing contempt or ridicule. Derisive. Expressing contempt or ridicule. See, typically you'll just look at, well, we're really just trying to find out what market was. This is not important, but you need to know because they ease words saying you want to know that's an adjective. Y'all got it? So is marking, okay. Making fun of someone because it's direct. Y'all got it? It's pinpointed when you look at being an adjective, okay? If I tell you to go out of my truck and get something, it's more than one truck out there if I tell you the black one. Y'all got it?
Yes,
so
sir.
the person that they were making and making fun of was, it was pinpointed. So how Yahuwah looked at it was you couldn't be an heir. That's why you gotta be careful what you say. Gotta be careful what you lift up your mouth against.
That's right.
And what you say.
That's right.
Ain't that right?
Yes,
He played
sir.
himself enough that he wound up he couldn't get it.
Yep.
You couldn't be an heir with him.
That's right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Just being honest. Let's look at the second chapter of the book of Colossians. Where were these going? I know y'all don't remember why. Look at 2. First, let me see if it's 2 and 7. Then we'll read down. I think 22 is what I want. I think it is. Let's see what 7 says. Colossians. I try to get y'all ready to get out of here. What time is it? Oh, yeah, somebody got to go to work. Y'all be laughing. What do you think folks ain't hollow band when I'm teaching? They slick, though. They slick people, though. They slick. But you should not escape.
That's right.
2 and 7. Listen.
Rooted and built up in him and established in the Amanah.
So you know what else you'll root? Seeds.
Yeah.
Seeds have root, and they'll build up, they'll grow.
That's right.
They'll spring up. That's why I say he was gonna grow up. He was gonna grow up as a tender plant. Isn't that right? Now that's what he's talking about him being rooted, and how he was gonna grow up. But it's the same thing with us. Building up in him and establishing in your amanah, just as you were
Have been taught.
limited. And limited is to instruct. You've been limited, just like you've been instructed. Okay. And
Abounding therein with Tudah.
he said overflowing. Just like when water break over the banks, that's all your eyes are. The bottom, they ain't nothing but a bank.
Right.
They get full, what they'll do?
Overflow.
They overflow. Ain't that right? Tell them how to be joyous with them, overflowing. You're a bubble over. Even Yahushua said how when he Mashiach, tell him in the presence of his enemies. Y'all didn't know that?
Yes, sir.
He said, thou anointed me
President Man.
in the presence. That's when the woman came and she Mashiached him.
That's right.
They even told him. That's what Yehuda told him.
That's right.
So, well, what end was this waste?
That's right.
This stuff could have been sold and been given to the poor. But the writer said he didn't care nothing but for the
Yeah,
poor.
for-
He was a thief.
Thief. That's right.
Hey, I got this. Somebody stick their head and do every now and then do that. But you see what I'm saying? That's what happened. He looked at, he said his cup does what?
Overflow.
That's right. That's what he looked at. Because guess what? Now all these things he's telling you to do are things that are comparable to what he did. All right. Verse 8. Beware.
Lest any each spoil you
Or lead
through
you astray through.
philosophy.
This is Greek. Philosophy is Greek. And a lot of people go and listen out a little point to them. Most people go to school, they teach you philosophy. You go to college, you're going to learn some philosophy. You just don't know it. Yes, and that's how people plunder you. Philosophizers and all these different people that do that. I told you, these people don't believe in your deity. A lot of people, yeah, if you're going to take on the philosophy, you take on a lot of this stuff and take on the thinking and the ideal of these people believe they don't have emotion. They're emotionless. They don't even know that. They're trying to know philosophy, what you teach soldiers. You know what you'll say, nigga? This is my philosophy. You a nigga. You ain't got no philosophy. You a nigga. You don't even know what you're talking about. Most of y'all don't even know that, do you? Epicurean. I think they get the father. He's the father of philosophy. They believed in not having emotions. They believe in things from a natural course. They don't want to understand or try to deal with the ideology of what we have. That's where you get mercenaries from. Those are people that kill for money. Most of these people don't know that. The Greeks, that's what they done. That's what you got. They'll show you moves by people and tell you they're mercenary. Most of y'all niggas don't even know what you're talking about. Anytime you hear a mercenary, you think these folks helping folks and shit. These are people that kill for money. That's what a mercenary is. These are military people. I don't know why I be telling you about this stuff. Some stuff you don't need to know. You know what that man was trying to tell you about philosophy? Who you think will give it to you? Greeks, the Latins, the Romans. They're big on, when you go to college, how you going to evade and avoid philosophy? How you going to avoid it? Can we look up Epicurean? Let me see where he came from. Let's look him up so they can say. I don't see, anytime you find these great, listen, you're not going to be a general of the military if you're not going familiar and you're not going to subscribe to this philosophy. That's why the opposite. Why you think they send the opposite to college?
That's right.
They're going to buy into philosophy.
That's right.
A disciple or a student, listen to him. A disciple or a student of the Greek, who is this?
Philosopher.
Who is this?
Epicurus.
Epicurus. Let's look up Epicurus right quick so we can see what he believes. How about that? Now, you know what? It's in your book that you read right now. It's in your book. In the 17th chapter, he'll sit here and tell you, right quick before I want you to look at 17th chapter of the book of Acts of the Apostles. I'm going to show you, you read stuff, you don't even know what the hell you're doing. People don't know what they believe. They just be reading stuff. Before we come back there, we'll come back to him by whoever handled back there. Let's go to that 17th chapter right quick, the book of Acts of the Apostles. Why y'all think they call this book Acts? Damn folks think they were cutting down trees. Pick up 17:11 first. Let's see, like they said, what was going on at that time.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
See, you know, the problem is when people read, they so Jesus Christ minded, they're not even paying attention to disciplines. They're not paying attention that every one of these people that come in, even if they conquer people, they also study them at their greatness. And they'll take from that. And they'll use that to make sure they don't get defeated. Let me tell you what got us and why white people beat us out and why the Greeks got us out. We are a very compassionate people.
Yes.
Even from the book.
Yes.
When we were sent out to destroy every neighboring people, under Yahushua they called Joshua, there was some people that came in and played our ass like a violin and told us that they came from a far off country. And they posed themselves as though they were like us. Their bread was molded, their shoes, their sandals were worn out, their clothes were worn out, and we asked them where they came from. Whew, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Bob. I don't forget why I came here so far. But I'll tell you this though. I cooked this bread the day I left, and look at it. And they know from a time how long can bread be kept. Yep. Wow. You see these shoes? Brand spanking new. When my hand was doing like that, I was trying to keep that bread from putting my hand. I had just put these brand new shoes on. Damn soul wore out on them. You see that jacket? Just got it. From Michael Jackson Thriller video, just made that jacket. And I got here, the damn thing got one zip on it. So you know what we did? We made a berith, a covenant with them that we would not kill them. Who know why? Ain't no in the hell we could see killing nobody in the same situation we were. You ain't even got nothing. What would we gain from killing you when you're not even somebody from around here? You're from somebody from somewhere else. And looking at you and your condition, how it is, you got enough problem going on in your life. Okay? You'll remember that. Let's look at this. Let's see what he told us in 17:11. Listen.
These were more noble than those in Thessalonica.
More generous in the ruach than those, and they pronounce it differently. For they
received the debar
how?
with all readiness of mind,
Wholeheartedly. Doing what?
and searched the Kitab
Examining the Kitab, the scriptures, when?
daily,
To see if,
those things were so.
as they say, it was so. They was checking to make sure what it said is what it is.
Right. Right.
They were making sure what it said is what it is.
Right.
That's the type of people this was. Let's see what happened. Listen.
Therefore, many of them, Ammon, also honorable Nashim, which were Greeks, and of
Decent women.
Anashim, not a few.
See, even the Greeks, the Greek women, and other Anashim, which are the men. Listen.
But when the Yahudim of Thessalonica had knowledge that the debar of Alahym was preached of Shaul at Berea,
You know, who the hell is Paulos? This is a polo. This is more than one polo. Like polos Hell, they ain't even made the shirt yet.
That's right.
Man, they was shout, ooh. Listen,
They came thither also.
man, they told a Bira, but it's Bara. Well, Bura. I'm sure they saying old sign, old type, but you know, we know they, come on. Oh, wait, the next line. I'm sorry. They came there also and did what?
Stirred up the arm.
Look who they stirred up, the people. Let's see what happened. Then,
Immediately the Alahym sent away Shaul to go, as it were, to the Yom.
which is the word for sea,
But Silas and Timotheus abode there still.
they stayed there. Let's see, 15.
And they that conducted Shaul brought him
Escorted him.
unto Athens, and receiving Amar unto Silas and Timotheus for to come to him with all speed, they departed.
They spell Athens different. They don't spell it Athens. You say Athens. They pronounce it Atenas. Atenas? We say Athens, which is a Greek god, Greek title in the city, which is a city that's actually for idolatry. That's why you'll find when they put a college there, West Georgia is in Athens, at Atenas. And the reason why you look at that, because that's a place where you perform all type of deities to Greek worship. Did y'all know that? Of course you went. White people know more than you know. Athens, Georgia. The whole place is given to idolatry. Why y'all
Right.
think they put a college there? It's a Greek tiling city, and they do Greek worship. Athens, Georgia is a renowned college.
That's right.
And they show their ass with Greek worship down there. Most of these people don't even pay attention to stuff
That's
like
right.
that. They found out you've been to college. Y'all know about Greek for like Georgia's known for it. It's
That's
sitting in the name of a town after a Greek god. And it's known for, that's what Athens is for. It's for a lot of Greek, they're Greek worshipers.
That's right.
These folks don't be knowing shit. It's a great place to hang out in. Listen what they told you about it. And listen what happened.
Now,
was
watch
waiting
out.
for them. Listen what he was waiting on. In what you call Athens. His ruach was what? Within him. When he saw and behold, the
City
was full of.
idols.
Carry your ass down to the University of Georgia and see.
Yeah.
That's why I want my kid to go and pledge. Your kid need to take some damn pledge to clean up your nasty ass coffee table.
That's right.
Pledge your ass and wipe out the top of that bedpost.
That's right.
Trying to send them somewhere, man. These folks don't pay no, they don't know.
Yep.
Y'all don't know white people smarter than y'all. Because you be operating, you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you believe. People, white folks watch you. You sound like you smart, but you dumb as shit. All the people impressed with you is us.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're doing. Man, the man was pissed. The whole city. Go down there and see them folk don't put that shit and tell you. They'll tell you that's dog country.
That's right.
Go there. What country is it? They ass worship a dog.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Man, tell them about no damn bulldog. They ain't been played out.
That's
You
right.
get pits and rocks.
That's right.
You get a nigga a pit bull, you got a bulldog here, you got getting $50 with it. A sorry ass.
That's right.
Man, bulldog played out in the 70s.
That's right.
Before we got rid of that shit and dome and picture,
That's right.
man, your dog been played out. In the 70s, that was hot shit. German Shepherd, bulldog, dome and picture.
Doberman, yeah, right.
That man shoot their yeah, boxer.
That's right.
Damn dog ain't got a glove on. Ain't that right?
That's right. That's right.
Let's see what happened. Verse 17.
Therefore disputed he in the synagogue with the Yahudim and with the devout persons, and in the market daily with them that met with him.
Let's see. And,
Then certain philosophers
oh my goodness. And also some of the philosophers of the students,
of the, this one says, of the Epicureans
yeah,
and of the Stoics encountered him. And some said, what will this babbler say? Other some, he seemeth to be a setter forth of strange Alahym,
Proclaim of a strange mighty ones.
because he preaches unto them Yahushua and the resurrection. And they took him and brought him unto Areopagus, saying, May we know what this new doctrine whereof thou speakest is.
Okay.
For thou bringest certain strange things to our eyes, we would know, therefore.
Oh, you'll say to eyes, it should say ears.
Ears, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We want to know. Yeah, we want to know where you got eyes from. Go ahead.
It's,
We want to know.
it's just a mistake.
Yeah. Go
For,
ahead.
for thou bringest certain strange things to our ears, we would know, therefore, what these things mean.
Okay. For
For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else, but either to tell or to hear some new thing.
That's what them folk do when they go to these colleges.
Oh,
They spend all their time going there. Why you think they go there? You trying to learn something over somebody else. He says, oh, you going there to try to hear something. That's the only time you do. You go to these colleges, you see what they do to you. What else he told them?
Then Shaul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said,
Hold on for a minute. Okay. Go ahead.
Ye unashamed of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious.
Huh. You'll say Mars here, you said it committed. But Mars, what they try to say, I think in there, we're trying to say that was a rock or something in Athens. But they say stood in the midst of the committee. You'll say stood in the midst of Mars Hills, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other ranks have said, the unashamed of Athens, behold, I see that you fear the mighty ones in all.
For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an
Hold on for a
altar.
minute. He should have said Epicurean. Epicurean wasn't in here.
No, it
Back
wasn't
up.
up there.
Verse
They never read
18.
it. Verse
Yeah,
15
Chris
back
had it.
up. Let me
Yeah,
say,
Chris
well,
read
go
it.
back up. That's what I want. 15. Verse 18. I missed something there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And also, some of the philosophers of the students of the house of, this is how they spell an Epicurean.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Apocurious. Well, it's spelled it different. This is why I wanted y'all to pay attention. Y'all see this? And also some of the philosophers of the students of the house of Epicurus and of the students of the house of the, what do you put right here? Stoic? It's Stoic. We're going to look this up. Were conversing with him. And some said, what would this babbler say? I'll show y'all something. Let's go back and look at Epicurean. Epicureanism. Epicureanism is a system of philosophy founded around 307 BC. They're trying to tell you before, this is before common era. This has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. This is another lie they told you, okay? BC does not stand, it means before common era, okay? Epicurus is a system of philosophy founded around 307 BC based upon the teachings of the ancient Greek philosopher
Epicurus.
Epicurus. Epicureanism was originally a challenge to Platonism, Plato, Socrates, and what's the other bastard?
Aristotle.
Aristotle. Later, it remains opponent became Stoicism. This is why they talking about other Stoics, so we'll look up. Few writings by Epicurean have survived. However, there are independent attestations of his ideas from his later disciples. Some scholars consider the epic poems. See that? You ever heard that epic? They'll tell you about epic. Oh, they'll show you a film. They'll call them epic. Oh, they folk don't pay. How many of y'all say that? The epic version. All right, trying to show how these folk poems, whatever the hell this is. Latin for one, the nature of things by, who is this? Lucrentus, to present in one unified work the core arguments and the theories of Epicureanism. Many of the scrolls unearthed. What in the hell I'm at now? Am I on earth? What did y'all just do? Well, what the hell hell I'm at?
The scroll.
Well, right here. Oh, the scrolls unearthed. What happened?
It moved.
That was scrubbing. Man, that thing throw me at the villa of the, who is that, Papyri? I wonder that red shit you put on your, on them devil legs. Papyri. At the, what's that, Herculean, what's this, a Herculaneum or Epicurean text? Well, the only reason I want y'all to look at this for a second, it's going so much right here. But what Epicurean theory was with philosophy was that you were supposed to be emotionless. See, most of them don't know that. That's why I was trying to show y'all when I told y'all about why we failed and they learned why our defeat came in. You are compassionate. That's how white people beat you. Let me tell you what Yahuwah tried to. What else?
Mm-hmm.
The Stoic, yeah, the Stoic, yeah. Well, they all came from him anyway. They believed it. Let me say it. Put up the Stoics. Put them up. Epicurus was a mercenary. Put the Stoics, that's Stoicism. Stoicism is a school of the Hellenistic philosophy founded by Zeno Centrum in Athens in the early 3rd century before Christ, before Common Era. It is a philosophy of personal ethics informed by its system of logic and its views on natural world according to its teaching as social beings, the path of, what's that, eudaimonia, happiness or blessedness is found in accepting the moments as it presents itself by not allowing oneself to be controlled by the desire for pleasure or by the fear of pain, by using one's mind to understand the world and to do one's part in nature's plan, and by working together and treating others fairly and that's going to be unjustly. White folk, Stoics. Okay, let me tell you what the problem becomes. Because with this plan they got, they have their own mindset of how it works. Let me tell you how these people work, showing you that these white people are Stoic. You know what they're meaning in the G7 looking at too? Notice how they always come and act like they're so concerned about the earth. You don't know how they always come together talking about how they want to come in for climate change.
That's
and all
right.
that. This is
Yep.
the same shit the Stoics do.
Yep.
All these people still Greeks. That's what I'm trying to get
Yep.
to. Thank you, Basti. They're all Greek devils. And I'm trying to get y'all to understand why they beat you out. They learn. See, this is why if you'll find any of these people that teach your book, that give you your writing, they give you the definitions for your works, all of these people are humanists. They don't believe in a superior being the way you do. That's why they conjure them up. They'll tell you, it's not what they say, happy to bless, that's all about what you make it. They don't believe nobody have no influence on it. You have it. And they believe that you have to be emotionless. That's why they can kill you. See, you know when they looked at when we was at our great defeat, when Yahuwah sent us out, let me show you something right quick. Pick me up at the 15th chapter of the book of Shemuel. Aleph Shemuel, they call it 1 Samuel. Are y'all learning anything?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you. Shemuel, 1 Samuel they call it, 15 and 1. Shemuel. All right. Listen.
Shemuel also said unto Shaul, Yahuwah sent me to Mashiach thee to be Malak over his arm, over Yasharal. Now therefore, Shama, thou hearken thou unto the voice of the Dabarim of Yahuwah.
Listen. Come on.
Thus said Yahuwah of Sabaoth, I zakar that which Amalek did to Yasharal, how he laid wait for him in the Darak, when he came up from Mizraim.
Go ahead.
Now go and smite Amalek.
Hold on. Now go and strike Amalek and utterly destroy
all that they have,
Like what?
and spare them not, but slay both each in a shah,
Men and women,
infant and suckling,
from child to infant,
ox and sheep, camel and ass.
to the donkey.
And Shaul gathered the arm together
He summons the people.
and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 Anashim of Yehuda.
You want Yehuda with you. Go ahead.
And Shaul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley.
He set an ambush in the valley.
And Shaul said unto the Kenites, Go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For ye shew kindness to all the Benim of Yasharal when they came up out of Mizraim. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites.
So what did he just do? He made him Kudash. Who was Kudash?
Kenite.
No. The first thing he did, he made Amalekite and them Kudash. Because he just told them to separate from them. If you're with them, I'm going to kill you too. They were Kudash. He was coming to kill them. He wasn't coming to kill them. So I got to set them aside. I need everybody to separate. So the first purpose would have been them. Because my intent was coming to kill them. So I need everybody to separate. You know what your book told you? Wherefore come out from among them and be you what? Kenites. That's what you were told, to come out and separate.
That's right.
Because it was Kudash. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to destroy it. And everything they handle, so I want you to come out from it and not to touch it. And now you'll become Kudash. You'll become Kudash that I won't destroy you. They'll Kudash because those are the people I'm intended to kill.
Yeah.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see what happened.
And Shaul smote the Amalekites from Kavala until thou comest to Shur, that is, over against Mizraim.
That's good. Only reason I want y'all to see this, if y'all pay attention to what he kind of told them, he kind of act like a Stoic is what they'll call. What kind of person can kill men, women, children, and babies? You have to set your emotions aside. See, a man like Abraham could do that. Like putting your kid out when you don't want to. You have to be emotionless. You know, like take your kid up on top of a hill and kill him for no reason other than you were ordered and you were told. That means you have to set your emotions aside. At the 3rd chapter of the book of Colossians, if you then
Be risen.
seek those things
Which are above.
where the Mashiach said it, set your affection and not,
Things that are right.
for you supposed to be moot. And your kai supposed to be hidden in Mashiach. See, the reason why a lot of you won't make it, I don't keep this. A lot of y'all, you ain't gonna make it, honestly. Because you can't separate yourself from your natural feelings. That's what he did. He didn't separate himself. You know what he said? He said, I really regret the day I ever made you. I am Mashiach you the day I did and set you over my arm. Because I sent you to do something. You should have set your affection and set your feelings aside. See, the reason why we're not an effective people and why white people beat you out, because you can't set your feelings aside. These folks love their kid. They love contrary wives and contrary husbands more than they do the contrary girlfriends and boyfriends, more than they'll do the book.
Yeah.
You know, Yahuwah told, if any east should come after me.
And deny himself.
You know who could do that? A Stoic could do it. He could put it aside. Guess where a Stoic gets some of their practice behavior from? From your ass when you were obeying.
Good stuff.
I could teach them. They won't learn nothing. That's how white folk beat you. Your kids take you down because you'll love them more than what you've been taught and you've been told. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend will take you down because you think you're going to get some ass or some penis. Your own self and your disobedience going to be your fall.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you ain't going to make it. You know what I mean? He looked down at that 15th chapter. Jump down right quick and see about verse 8. I just get to what he said about it. 8, come on. 9. Come on, verse. All right, what the hell? But Shaul and the spare Agag, and on the best of the sheep, the oxen, the fatling, the lambs, and on all was good, and was not willing. See that, not willing. We ain't had ability. I don't want to do it. to destroy them utterly, but everything despised and worthless, that they utterly destroy. Like I told y'all, all the stuff y'all doing here, it's shit you don't want to do anyway.
Right.
I want y'all to quit drinking. Hell, you don't want to drink no way.
Right.
When I tell you to do something that you've been doing and tell you to stop, that's when your ass kick up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you show your ass, you show who you are. I tell you to do something, it's a problem with y'all obeying. Then the Debar, Yahuwah came to Shamu all saying, because it definitely wouldn't come to Shaul after Shaul, now that you done disobey. I
Repent.
That I caused Shaul to
Reign.
as Malak, for he has
Turn
back from
Following.
and had not carried out my words. How y'all hate you? It repent him that you even heard. I tell you something, you can't do it. So you need to know this. See, you impressed with these white folk. Ooh, how they can do that, be emotional? It's about what he told you to do. How could Abraham, after he was told, take your son, your only being, take him and offer him? And the book told you Abraham moved. You know what he did? So, what I'm going to do? The man done told me something to do. I regard that over everything else. Over everything else, I regard his word. Y'all people don't do it. If it's to save face with your wife, save face with your husband, save face with your date, save face with whatever else you want to do, but you ain't about living what that man tell you to do. Mm-hmm. That's just being honest with y'all. That's how these white folk beat you out. They sat there, they know not to kill a child. Look, then y'all see when that man stood behind that tree, how he started praying. Oh, I don't want to kill you. Oh, please don't make me kill you. When they come to your ass, he'll stow it.
Yep. That's right.
Set that feeling aside. When Yahuwah told him to go and smite these people, you know what he would tell him to do? I would tell him to do what the law told him to do. It would supposed to be eye for eye and tooth for tooth. When you came out of Mizraim, he smoked you in the hinder part. Who did you keep in the bag?
Women, children.
The women, the children, the babies. You kept your flock in the bag. And that's where he killed.
That's right.
So when you go back, kill his babies.
Yep.
Kill his kids, kill his wife and kill his husband, kill his animal, burn his shit to the ground.
Yeah.
That's your law.
Mm-hmm.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, rail for rail. They see, you know that thing, I can't serve no God. I know you can serve some trash ass white God.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The man clearly told you it was eye for eye.
That's right.
Why? They were murderers, butcherers, didn't care about, why you didn't kill the Kenites too? Because they remembered. You showed me kindness. Mm-hmm. Get you from among them. Lest when I come, I'm going to smite you too. Because I'm going to count you with them. A lot of y'all going to wind up down with these people. Oh, I got members here. You're going to die with these people. You're going to die with them. Too damn stupid. I ain't got no brain. First person you need to worry about saving, your damn self.
That's right.
All you got enough to do is to save yourself.
That's right.
Ain't nobody here got enough to save their kids. You ain't got enough to save no husband, no what. You only get enough to save yourself.
That's right.
Guess what everybody else got to do?
Same
save
thing.
themselves. They never gave you no enough to carry to be enough for nobody else. All you got is enough for yourself. He intended it that way. What you got to do to save yourself? Ray, tell me something you got to do to save yourself. What you got to do to save yourself? Give me something, Ivan. Huh? What you got to do to save yourself, John? Give me something. What you got to do, Kerry, to save yourself? The night. What you got to do to save yourself, Dave? What you got to do just to save yourself? So get what? Everything y'all just named, that's the same thing everybody else got to do.
Yep.
Y'all done name one thing nobody else ain't got to do. So how you trying to save somebody else? That's where everybody try to wait till. I'm trying to make sure somebody gets saved. You gotta make sure you make it.
That's right.
That's it.
He ain't give me but enough for me. We saw the workers of EU. What he did? Continually he offered sacrifices for his kid. And what happened to his kid?
Died.
They moot. They moot. You know why Yahuwah said it that way? You ain't got enough to save nobody else. It's all enough for you. That's how he intended. Everybody want to be saved. You got to get it for yourself.
Sir.
That's right.
I know. Y'all got your heart poured out for people. I hope they make it. I hope they get it. So preacher let them in. I hope preacher. Yeah, you better hope you stay here. Mm-hmm. Your ass on thread.
Mm-hmm.
You got threads on your ass. You worry about somebody, you better make sure you get in.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't with me. You got to please him. Preacher don't control no gate, no door. It's going to come through by him.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I buy preacher something. Make sure I give preacher something. Make sure I do something for preacher. Make sure you do something for your damn self.
That's right.
He told you give a Nabar a cool glass of water in the shim. He said, you know why I lose your reward. But make no mistake, everybody here, you got to make sure you got enough to get yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you be nobody fool now. Don't you let no Bojana and no peanuts mess you up now. They're going to take all you can to make sure you get in. Everybody here, we got rules we got to follow. Everybody, what he said them to do, he said them to execute rules. He'll stop. They knew those rules. And when he didn't hearken to him and he didn't do them, he said, well, you done. Samuel kept trying to, he said, I don't want to hear no more about him. Who? Are you serious? He said, don't talk to me about him anymore. He's done. You know that's supposed to be you now.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be you now. He didn't want to hear no more. He said, why you still sitting around mourning for him? He's done. He can't even follow a simple plan. I didn't see him to do nothing that hadn't been done to you. You folks sitting here praying, hopefully I get around. Y'all people done showed me y'all hand. You done showed me hand. You know what I looked at? You ain't got no joker. You ain't got no spades. Mm-hmm. Mr. Yahuwah got a handful of trump. Man got all spades. They got diamond, handful of diamond. If I get one book, how you gonna get a book? How you gonna get a book? When I play diamond, he ain't got a diamond. Spade trump diamond. Who's got a handful of clubs? You got some puppy foots? It getting cut every time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't win. Why are you even trying? I watch y'all do stuff. Y'all people hurt me. Y'all break my heart, Fredo. Y'all break my heart. This gonna be all right here. I repent that I caused Shaul to reign as Malak, for he has turned back from following me and has not carried out my words. And Shemuel was distressed and cried out to Yahuwah all. Let's see what he told him. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. Shemuel rose early in the morning to meet Shaul, and it was told Shemuel, saying, Shaul came to Carmel, and behold, he set up a place for himself, then turned and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. I mean, he was rolling. Shemuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said to him, Baruch, are you of Yahuwah? I have performed the debar of Yahuwah. But Shemuel said, what then is this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? Shaul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites for the arms spared on the best of the sheep and the ox, in order to sacrifice to Yahuwah your Alahym, but the rest we have utterly destroyed. Then Shemuel said to Shaul, wait, and let me tell you what Yahuwah spake to me later. And he said to him, speak. Speak, Lord. Speak to me. Color purple here well. Shemuel said, were not you, even you little in your own eyes, you were made the Rosh, the head of the Matah of Yasharah, which for the tribe. And Yahuwah, a Mashiach, you, Malak, over Yasharal. And Yahuwah sent you on a Mahalak, what do they call journey? Oh, on the way to Durak, okay, Mahalak is journey too. All right, Durak, way journey. And said, go and utterly destroy we call them a sinner, Kataim for sinners, the Amalek, and fight against them until they are exterminated. That's why he told these people transgressors. And Yahuwah, why then did you not obey the voice of Yahuwah, but rushed upon the spoil and did what was rush in the sight of Yahuwah? These folks here done did the same thing. They done told stuff and they done did something that was evil. It's wrong. 20. Then Shaul said to Shamuel, because I did obey the voice, that's what they'll tell you, of Yahuwah, and went on the journey, the rock, on which Yahuwah sent me, and have brought back Agag, the Malak of the Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the arm took some of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the choicest of the things. He said, shit's for which? Ain't nothing wrong with that word. All it is shit if you think about it. If you supposed to destroy it, you brought back, ain't nothing but some shit. He right. Just throw that T up in now and change the cover. We get that random. Throw that little H out of the way. Well, it should have been utterly destroyed. The shit should have been destroyed, shouldn't it? He was almost there. To sacrifice to Yahuwah your all at Gilgal. Shamuel said, has Yahuwah as much delight in the burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of Yahuwah? Behold, to obey better than sacrifice, and to heed, which is to hearken, than the fat of rams. 23. For, why was Yahushua crucified again? For our rebellion. Because you see, a lot of y'all don't know. When you're being told to do something, you don't do it. You do know you just rebel. For rebellion is, if it was two S's, it'd be your posterior. Since it's one, it's to the same degree as the sin, kata, of you practicing sorcery. That's sorcery. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because you have rejected the debar of Yahuwah. He has also from being Malak. Let's see what he said. Come on. Then Shaul said to Shamuel, I was wrong, that I have indeed transgressed the commandment of Yahuwah and your words, because and listen, now therefore, please, that's where James Brown got it from. Pardon my kata, and return with me that I want to serve him. I want to live right. I'm going to stop lying. I ain't going to cheat no more. I'm going to be good. Y'all hear me? I'm going to be like an angel from heaven that don't exist. You see that this is the talk right here we got. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I just want y'all to see what happens. But Shamuel said to Shaul, I shall not return with you, for you have the what? The word of Yahuwah. And Yahuwah has, from being Malak over Yasharal. He said, man, now guess, what did you just learn from this?
He did with you while you did with him.
This. Eye for eye, 2 for 2, hand for, I don't know what he's talking about now. This out here. Can two walk together? You see when he said, come go with me, come go with me. He said, I can't go with you. Because you done rejected the bar him, he said, I can't go with you. You remember y'all, I almost told you, can two walk together? So if I'm walking with him, what does that mean? I agree with him being wrong. What did the book tell y'all when they come down to such a one, no, not to what? He said, no, not to eat. Because you're not supposed to. That means you with them. I mean, you agree with him. When the Ish Alahym came and he seen it, he told him about in the 13th chapter of the book of Alahym, first king, they called the 13th chapter. He cried out against the altar. And he told him about Josiah, what he was going to do. They were going to take him and slam him on the altar. You know what Yahuwah told that man to do? Don't go back with him, because that means you'll be walking with him. And don't go back in their house to eat no bread and drink nothing. He told him that. He said, don't go with him. See, that stuff y'all don't realize, you can't be walking with him because you don't disobey what he said. What are we walking together for? Listen, y'all don't, for them. This stuff y'all ain't strong enough. Y'all love iniquity. Y'all love transgression. I watch y'all, I try to put y'all to vote. I watch some of y'all faces. Don't think I remember your faces. I remember y'all faces. I can tell by your hair. You had baboon somewhere. You's a monkey. Huh? I can tell by your feet. You've been climbing coconut trees. You's a monkey. It's bad if folks, y'all go against the council. I watch y'all. Your face will give y'all away. I'm telling you, it betray y'all every time. It's bad y'all go again. Because I tell you, I ain't got no, if I'm wrong, that's dangerous for you to be him. I wouldn't follow nobody know you're wrong. I wouldn't do it. That'll be another end. Now you done transgressed twice. Now you got to admit you done lied. Well, he ain't wrong. Now you done lied. But Shemuel said to Shaul, I shall return with you, for you have the word, the bar of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah has from being Malak over Yasharal. Let me see something. Is that the end of this? As Shemuel turned to go, he seized the edge of his robe and it tore it. He tore it. So Shemuel said to him, Yahuwah has torn the Malak, he torn the Malkut of Yasharal from you today and has given it to your neighbor, your Reah, who is better than you. Also the Kabud of Yasharal shall not lie. No, Yasharal shall not lie nor repent, for he is not a Ish that he should. He's not going to turn back from it. Then he said, I have, but please honor me now before the Zakanim, the elders of my arm, and before Yasharal, and go back with me that I may shakar Yahuwah your Alahym. So Shemuel turned back after Shaul, and Shaul shakar Yahuwah. Then Shemuel said, bring me Agar, the Malak of Amalek, or the Amalekite. And Agar came to him cheerfully. And Agar said, surely the bitterness of Mut is past. What happened? But Shemuel said, as your sword has made, listen, as your sword has made who? Childless. So shall your mother, your aim, be childless among unashamed. And Shemuel hewed Agag to what? Before Yahuwah at Gilgal. You know what's about why he was hewing him to pieces him? This is why they circumcised themselves at. Under Yahushua. That's why they actually got circumcised at Gilgal. So it made sense he took him and cut him up right down. See, you don't know what places or what it means. You won't pay attention anyway. Don't worry about it. You still where you been. 34, 34, man. Hello? Then Shemuel went to Ramah, but Shaul went up to his best at Gibeah to Shaul. Shemuel did not see Shaul again until the yum of his wind. Let's home. For what? For Shemuel grieved over Shaul, and Yahuwah regretted that he had made Shaul Malak over Yasharal. Mind you, he went back and repaired what he messed up. Let's see what else happened. Oh, next verse. Let's go to the next. Good. Next verse. This chapter. 16. Let's see what he told him. Now Yahuwah said to Shemuel, shall you what? Over who? Since from fill your horn with oil and go, and I shall send you to Yeshua, which they say Jesse, the Beth, what's that? What they put? This put Beth Lachamite. For I have selected a malak for myself among his benin. See that? Folks can be sitting around crying for you. Yahuwah told him, cut that stuff out, man. I'm done. That stuff didn't impress me. That stuff he went and got, you done made women child of the bad blood. He said they had to have, he said every 10 years or so, he said they had to have a big fight there. And people had to die. He said to get rid of the bad blood. And that's what happened with us, because you know how we get comfortable and we start allowing things to attract us and pull us, and we start heeding this stuff. It just be contrary to what you've been told. What y'all hear and what y'all take, y'all got to hold to it, because your soul on the line. Do you understand y'all in the fight on the line? If I'm telling y'all to do something and y'all said you don't do it, what y'all think y'all doing? It's just preaching. Ain't like it's Yahuwah. Ain't like he done came down and shot me and told me himself. If he got to come down and shot me and tell you himself, ain't no use to know nobody else being here. Don't make sense to tell you that he gave Psalm Alahym and made Psalm, Raha and all these different organisms he put in the body if he got to come down and do it. And he said he put them there for the perfecting, make you Tommy to get you perfect. All right, don't worry about it. Y'all just keep living. Time will prove it out for y'all. Time will prove it out. You know what? No, if Yahuwah be Yahuwah unto you, maybe this won't be your testimony. That he done got to a point, he said, you know what? I ain't even grieving over you. I won't even grieve over you. That's tight, but Mr. Yahuwah can put you in that position. Because I know I got smart. Y'all think I know, let me tell you something. The average of the I came here, you think I know they smart ass, they be talking about me? I know they talk about me. I know they do. I know 2 and 3 get together. I know more than them run their mouth. I know they run their mouth with their wives. I hope you suffer for it. No, I don't. I will allow you suffer for it. And that you pay for it. Hope means it don't happen. You need that so others will feel. Y'all don't realize something, man. This y'all in the fire. Hell, if you knew more than me, don't it make sense to put you up here? If you knew what you were doing, you'll hearken, you'll listen. You won't. Because you love too much other stuff other than what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be following what you've been told. That's right. So I try to tell you, before I got this position, I was a good follower. See, I didn't get Amunah when I got him, they called faith there. I was that before I got the position. See, you folks be talking shit. I was faithful when I was our king. I put in time they wasn't put in. I wasn't looking for no glory. My pastor never had to get me, have no mean with me about what I need to be doing and what the brother doing, and I was a disgrace and I was embarrassment. Never happened. I served. I served and spent my money. I worked and put my money up to put my money behind because I believed in it. Why wouldn't he take me and put me on top? I served faith when I was down. I didn't never try to overrule out and run it. John, you to read me. How many times I ran it down to you? You can tell her, don't be lying for me now. How many times? You to read for me, didn't it? We were close. How many times you to run them down? Y'all gonna pay for what you done. You'll pay for what you done later. It's a good thing. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing. He cut you off, whatever happened. Other people got to feel. I tell you, y'all can run y'all mouth. I was faithful before I got the position. This position didn't make me faithful. I was already dedicated to what I was doing before I got the position. My wife would tell you back down. There was dragging slow, had to talk to me, make me get up and go. Just was already in my law to try to make sure I did it. That's what I believed in. That's what I done. I don't make sense. Why wouldn't you show me the right way? So I see how you'll follow, how you'll work for this. Let's see how you work when you see this. I'm just being honest with y'all. I know y'all husband run me down there. They got to pay for it. That's what they did to your cars. He said, still talk about you in the wall, behind the wall. I already know they be doing. You think I believe all these folks here? Shit. And then I came with me. We could have been done something. Yes, sir. Shit, no, they ain't with me. No, all of them not with me. They can't do that. It's tight on them. They still had to wire run them. control them, other stuff they got going on, and then excuses they make, because they don't want to hear about it. They be telling their wife, tell me, preacher be going, preacher be doing it. Y'all don't think I know y'all husband be shitty mad, though. Don't get mad at me. Oh, you think I know about it? I know they be getting shitty mad. Every time, man, look at preacher. Preacher be going, preacher 50-something years old, black be going. That shit don't be rolling over good. That joke be looking some kind of way to wreck your life. They gonna pay for it, though. And don't get mad at me. Preacher be trying to set up a hit family for y'all, too. I don't know how the hell they be having. Let me, what I got that I don't share around with these folks. Tell me what I done. Who in here I turned on and came to me? I like the Godfather. Who came and I refused to favor? Who ass in hard I ain't taking care of and gave nothing to? Where your ass at? Shit, I gave more money I gave to help folks and burnt and lied to and ran off on everything else. But hey, that's what I do. And you know what they don't realize every time you do it? Shit don't do it, make me strong. I keep going. It'd be different you done took me down. Then you'll make me, I start believing it. I said, shit, man, I can't believe in it. I keep losing. I can't get ahead. I can't make it. They study be behind. Study be conniving. Study be sneaking to do something. I don't do nothing no door. I do my shit in the open. That being honest, I be want to see her make it. Nobody cry. How many times? I don't miss a service on telling these folks how to organize, get together, how to make it. These guys bullshitters. Straight bullshit. It ain't everyone else. Most of them bullshitters. They gonna shit y'all. Y'all got some shit always side out from what I'm telling the folk to do. Y'all don't think that man watching y'all? Why would you come to me with a damn suggested different what I told you to do? It don't even make no sense. Who you think gonna get a foresight to lead these people? These folks dumb as hell, they listening to y'all. What the hell you listening for? These folks ain't watching for your nefarious. What good is money, jewelry, house, car gonna do if your soul ain't right? That's right. Don't y'all know this is something we have to do? I stress that point. You got to be right. You got to understand. And why a lot of y'all don't get that? Because you can't follow simple damn directions. People be wondering why they suffering. He'll tell a lot of folks be sick. Folks wonder why. Can't follow direction. Mumbling and grumbling. Man, some of y'all, some of you hard-headed as hell. Nasty ass attitude, negative as shit, and it's going to be saved. It's just a piss poor combination. All you gotta do is follow what you're getting taught. That's just being honest. I don't get what y'all get. Why would I want to see nobody here with nothing? What would I gain? Can't lose everything he got, broke down. Say, what's the Baraka gonna come to me? That's gonna strengthen me how? No kind of way whatsoever. Y'all ass get strength on one end of just being torn down, taking and stealing from each other, conniving each other, trying to trick folks out of shit. That's why I get upset with y'all. Because that ain't the teaching you get. The teaching don't go that way. That's just bottom line. The teaching don't go that way. We work together, stay on page, work together. I watch them. I see y'all. Let me tell you something, every one of y'all. It ain't one of y'all I don't know. I don't miss you. You just think you do. Y'all think I'm saying shit, y'all be talking me to be green. I done already seen through your ass. I just let you keep going. Shit, you think I'm stupid? Hell, I know you stupid. You think I got the oversight, I do all this stuff I'm doing, and I can't see your ass? It's crazy. I sit there doing shit, try to act like they come to me. Oh, good one. That's a nice one now. Yes, sir, got it. I already been seeing your ass. I just let you keep going. It's a matter of time. Your ass will fall dead. You'll fall dead and you will hear the word and you ain't got enough common damn sense to turn and follow it. I be polite for y'all. Whew. I don't go to sleep without polite for y'all. In the morning I wake up, I be polite for y'all. I know you got stuff going. I know stuff happening to you. I know the fears people got because I had them. Man, one night, man, I was asleep. I remember I was in that bed, man. I just thought about how much stuff, this been some years ago. Man, my heart started pumping so bad, man. I was thinking about, goodness. Man, my head would hurt me so bad. I was like, whoa, it just felt like I was finna die. I had overwhelmed myself so much with what we're gonna have. Because I look at how many people count on me, how many people do something. It's just like he just gave me a call, like, slow down. You done already put yourself out to something. You hadn't even seen the end. I was sitting there, my head was going, I had so much going on. My chair was pumping. It was just like, it was so much like, woo, you know, like you finna die. It was just like, it was just, woo. Whole body was just stressed. It was just like, he just calmed down. You ain't even seen the end of the thing. Boy, he worked it out. Boy, he came through, he worked that thing. You know what? I felt bad because I had put that whole thing to a penny. That was it. I said, that's it. I said, I'm going to lose everything. That's it. Done. That's it. I got a family. I got all this stuff going. Calm down. You hadn't even seen the end of it. That man worked that thing out just like he said he'll do it. Man, I'm telling you, y'all ass got the protection, cars, and that shit break down, rent, house, grocery, kid shit, doctor bill, hospital medicine. I ain't have all that. It was just me. Now I had a $10,000 credit card. I didn't tell my wife. I had member come that bill. I had to take care of bills. Come that before for rent, pay that shit on my credit card. $10,000. I used about $10,000 credit card on people's ass. Ain't never paid me back. I had a member here, gone, his brother died. I had shit to do with me. No insurance. I used my credit card and paid for it. He met around that boy and got some tag money. He kind of I had got some tax money had coming to. I said, I'm gonna need to get my money back. He said, I said, what? I said, that wasn't my brother. I'm pissed, man. You get some money on me? Damn, Skip, I want my money. Shit, I was the collector. Talk to about what? That wasn't my brother. I put it on my card. Hell, I wanted my money. Well, he was studying up some shit, man. I had to get mine, though. You ain't got it, you ride. Live your life, enjoy yourself. That shit here, I want my money. I ain't gonna forget it. I need my money, because I got members need help, kids, all kind of stuff. People got ambition and goal. I want to be here for them. I want to see you get it. Man, stuff you want to see happen, I want to see it happen for you. Whatever you want, I want to see it happen for you, too. It just be people here. You don't know, these folks are shit me. Stand for a minute, look around the room, sweet. Look at these folks. Pick out who you think here shit me. I'm just telling you, no, I ain't gonna do it. Just look around. No, but look, you couldn't pick them, could you? I could. These people are shit me. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about my family. They'll let me sit here and they'll let me die. They'll drain every dime I got. They will connive, they will lie, and they will steal from me. That's how people live. But you know what? Tell them, ask them, say, raise your hand, preach and connive the lie that took from you. Ask them. The ones I done lied to and connived and took shit from you and your family, raise your hand. Look around the room. Don't turn, baby. You got people over there too. Look around. That's tight. That's tight, ain't it? They'll do it to me, though. I still treat these folk right. They'll go against me. I know they talk about, man, put stuff, you just try to be like, you just had to know, you just keep knowing, just had to keep going. Y'all don't right. This job here is nice to come in here, you can laugh and say stuff and be funny. Reality or don't, these people will kill you. This ain't no job you don't want unless you ready to lose everything, you gotta be willing to die. You gotta keep going and work. You know what I need to be, honestly, if these brothers be honest with themselves, if they knew I don't need to be doing no work, I need to set my head down and just be steadily just paying attention to what's going on with this book. You know how to bust my head and do all these trades? Because one of these members is going to slip. 5 of these members going to slip. 10, 15 of them going to slip. And you know who under cover they spread? That's going to be me. That's going to be me. I'm going to make the call on it. But that's what I do. And you know what I do? You got to shake it off and keep going. Ask which one of them in here I treat them like shit. Go ahead and tell them. Tell them I treat you like shit. Come on. Oh, now, you know what they're saying? I would do it, but I don't want to cause no scene. Now you a liar and a hypocrite. People don't like when they get called to the carpet for shit they done. These people ain't got treated like no shit. These folks know I look out for them, their welfare. Because I care about them. I come to restore dignity back to our people. We ain't have it. All we had was go to work, come home. Go to work, come home and die. I try to put these folks here. I want you to thrive. Whatever it is you desire you want to do, I want you to do it. I want to work for it. It need to make sense, though. Gotta make sense. I come and get these kids. I want to see y'all got whatever it is you want to desire you want to do. I want to see it work for you. And if that don't work, don't give up on that. Pick something else. Instead of, man, what I went for didn't work. Pick something else. That's all to it. You can have your heart all you want behind something. If that don't work for you, you got to be able to transition. That wasn't for me. I got to do something else. You know what I'm saying? And still keep that calm look at. He knows what's best. You can have your Lord desire to want to do something. Yahuwah can have it said, that ain't for you. I got something, and you know what these folks do? If I ain't get that, ain't nothing right. Exactly. That's why he let it fail. He need that to come out your mouth so he can go ahead and scratch off his books. Now, my I went and have failed, and money I lost, I have lost thousands of dollars. And I pull some shit like that. You got to learn how to live with it both ways. Anybody can serve them, they got everything they want. It takes somebody to serve even when things don't work out the way you want. And you know what? It teach me an understanding. That's how I do it to you, man. It ain't about me every time. You know what I'm saying? Take the loss, because I got a better win for you. I had to learn sometime when things happen, guess what? It ain't about that. At the end of the day, am I serving him for the things I got, or is it because of what he can do for me and where I'm trying to be? Then he has to test me every now and then. Things working, things clicking for me. You're doing real good. Uh-oh, there goes some shit. What you gonna do about that? I don't know about this. Wait, man, I've been thinking about it. It might be something else. You see, but you know, it is. You got to get tested to see what, he didn't know where your law at. You start flourishing, you start doing well, things clicking for you, you can see yourself going. Let me put a stomach about to see where you at. I said, man, as long as me and you been together and how things been going, I certainly ain't finna let this stop. You know what he said? Then we can come a little further. Isn't that right? Every night he just want to make sure, I got to make sure where you at. I need to know where I'm at. I know what I say, but I need to know where I'm at, just like you. Everybody, I don't know if I'm saying, I don't know. How do you obey? Do you follow? Or you like Shaul? You follow after you shit, after you realize you done made a shit out of something. You done messed up something. You see what happened with him. He didn't recover. That's why whatever was written before time was written to do what? To teach us, to lump it up, so that we through what? Nakum might have what? How many of us done screwed up more than one time? Ask him how he feel about it. How pissed you think he should be about that? I went back and corrected mine. This shit we didn't go back and correct. And knowing that salvation had come for us, they say, you know what? You know what should happen to you? I'm going to cut him off. What I was going to do to you, I'm going to put it on him. What I intended to do to you, I'm going to put on him. That's why I'm him. You read about that mistake right there. How many mistakes y'all heard he made? No, that's number 19 at least. How many of y'all ain't made but 5 mistakes? 6, 7, 13. How many of y'all ain't made but 20? How many of y'all don't know how many of it, but you know it's a lot? That's why your ass need to be paying attention. What you gonna do with this man right here? He had to be doing something right to even anoint him and put him up. Our reading only gave up one situation with this man. That one situation cost him everything. Think about how many times you sit and you be bullshitting around, messing around, and that one thing could cost you everything. That's why I'm here. Y'all got it? That's good.